if anyone's there. I just thought I'd drop on for a little bit, see what's going on. Drop me some questions if anyone pops on. If not, I'll just chill and watch a game or play a game. I'm not bothered. But yeah, I'm just chilling. No, I've got one person watching. Well, I'm just going to clean some games. How do, Tony? How you doing, mate? I'm just cleaning some goo off some games. I've just got a message off Donald as well. What you been up to, Tony? Oh, hello, Lornus, mate. How we doing? Because if working on a Sunday, that should be illegal, no? And the bank holiday one as well. What do you do with yourself? Shoot the glass. Okay, I'll ask you out. Go for it, mate. Ask me absolutely anything. Easy come, easy go. Bear with me. I've got a message on my screen there from Donald. I had to move. Can CX fix PS1 laser? Daryl, I have absolutely no idea if they can or if they will. I would imagine not without the age of them, to be honest. But they're really easy to fix. You can just buy the part off of the internet, eBay. Just buy the whole laser module. I think it'd be cheaper doing that than doing it yourself anyway. It's only a few screws. I've just cocked up cleaning. I've just cleaned off some sticker residue off there, and instead I've wiped off the black. That's a schoolboy error and a half, isn't it? Oh well, it happens. Yeah, I'm just literally like, there's another game here with sticker residue on it. I'm just cleaning them off. I hate sticker residue. So yeah, just feel free to ask me anything. I'm just doing this. Why not? Can I add you on PS5? Yes, my PS5 name is Normal Yorkshire 1. Just Normal Yorkshire as one word and then the number 1. Where am I originally from? A place called Doncaster in South Yorkshire. If you know it, it's near Sheffield for those that don't know it. So yeah, that's where I'm from. Doner or chicken kebab? Chicken, I'm afraid. Doner just reminds me of a bad night in town drinking, and I don't drink no more. So there's my reasons for that one. Couldn't recognise the accent. Yeah, my accent, to be fair, is not very strong as far as Yorkshire accents go. I'm from not far. The place Doncaster's not far from Barnsley, and they've got a very, very strong Yorkshire accent. Suladam, Black Rabbit, I don't know what that means, my friend. Greetings from Iceland. Bjornulfo, I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. I'm not very good with them. But hello from Cornwall, England. Chicken is good, bro. Chicken is good. It sure is. Beans, do you a favour? What favour would you like me to do? Hello? Globo Fruto Drillo. I'm sorry for butchering any names. I really am. Nice consoles. Like yeah, there's a few there. There's some more off camera there, and there's more upstairs. I just don't have room for all of it on here. I'm just a nobody, but I wanted to tell you I wish you the best, friend. God bless you and have a good day. Nobody 14. Thank you. You too. South Africa. Hello, local hallucination. Daryl Hughes. How many platinums do I have? I think it's 171 platinums. It's either 170 or 171. Don't quote me. You'll have to add me and tell me. I have no idea. Do I have driver 1 and 2? Yes, they are there. They are there, driver 1 and 2, right there. Try to pronounce this. Beans. Harriet hurriedly hauled a huge heap of horticultural hardware through the haunted harbourside hallway. Nice one, Beans. I'm not very good when speaking fast, so that's as fast as you're going to get it from me there. Bjornulfur, that's my name too, the guy. Hi from Malta. Hello, Birdie. In Malta, I bet it's red hot there, right? The weather-wise, it's been grey and wet here in Cornwall. Valkyrie profile and Suikoden 2. Suikoden 2, yes, I've got Valkyrie profile, no. Is it Suikoden or Suikoden? I can never pronounce that right. The Suikoden games are down here, off camera. I'll show you though, just so you can see. There you go. But Valkyrie profile, I don't think got a release in the UK, so I could be wrong on that. If it did get a UK release, then I need to get it, but I don't have it. Where are you from, guy? Where are you getting new Tomb Raider Deluxe Edition as well? I will, yes. I love the steel book it comes with in the outer box. If you can hear an ice cream van, I'm sorry. But yeah, I will be getting it when it comes out. Just got to wait for it to come out, really. Can I see the covers? Covers of what, Blackbeard? I might have missed a question. Just say it again, please. I can't move my thing on my screen. Favorite non-racing game on PS1? Ooh, either Vagrant Story or Future Cop LAPD. Fantastic games. I can't say enough positives about them. Damn you, first one to respond. Well, I don't know what that means. Best PS1 game. What, my best one or the best? My personal favorite is one of the two I've just mentioned, but there's over 1,000 of them, so many people have different favorites. Hello, Abdul Ahmed. Our best PS2 game. I've not really been a fan of PS2, but I'd probably say Final Fantasy X, just because it was the first game I played on PS2 that I sank hours into. I think I ended up with like 400 hours of gameplay, something daft on that one. GI in life. Oh, okay, Beans, thank you. Hi, Barry Wayne. All right, Daniel. Best PS3 game. I wouldn't even know where to start with PS3. I really won't. There's loads of good ones, but for its flaws, I'd say Last of Us was a good one. But there's loads of multi-format ones that I'm enjoying at the minute. Inversion, I like that one. Singularity, that's a good game. Bioshock, one of my favourites, to be fair. I say Suikoden. See, I used to say that too, but I was told that was the wrong way to say it. Def Jam Fight for New York. No, I don't. I don't collect for the PS2. Although I did add a new game to my PS2 collection, which is only small, and it's Legaia 2. I picked that up yesterday. I think my PS2 collection's about 20 games, if that. It looks like gold bars behind me. I don't quite get what you mean, gold bars, mate. But if you mean the games, they're not all gems up here, by the way. There is some awful ones. No, Kirk, I don't think I'll be doing that. Harry Potter? What's that supposed to mean, mate? Come on now. If you're trying to troll me, I'm really not fussed. Off you pop. Bot troll. Are you selling games? No, I don't sell games unless I get some games that I usually trade in. So, no, PlayStation stuff I just keep. Siphon Filter games. Yes, David, the great games. I imagine we'll probably see a remake or sequel, whatever it is, at some point soon. I miss Splinter Cell. Yeah, Splinter Cell's a game they just don't make those games anymore. I don't know why. Probably because it's a single player game and they can't live service it. You know what Ubisoft are like. Ronald McDonald's. No idea what you mean by that one, Kirk. Midnight Club and Scarface. No, if you mean, you mean ones you miss, or I've got, because I haven't got them. You say I'm new to this. live stream nonsense. Slowing down on purchases. Mate, I am too. I've got quite a few games arriving this week, next week, whichever way you see it. I'm on 895. I've got some at the side of me here. New ones, but I did film a video earlier, so that'll probably be on tomorrow. But I might show you them in a bit. Let's just see how I feel. Hi, great setup behind you. Classic consoles look great. Thank you, Sniper. Ron, stop perving on Hermione. Kirk, whatever you're on, mate, I think you need to seek help. It's a Sunday. You shouldn't be doing this thing. Searching at car boots, great for your vouchers, or is it hard work? It's easy, really. I don't bother with car boots so much because there's a lot of competition with resellers. There's a big car boot that's near me on a Wednesday, and you get young lads legging it all over the place, running around, shoving people out way, and I'm not for that life. I just can't be bothered with that. So charity shops are how I see it. Do you like Ghost of Tsushima? Do you want me to be brutally honest? And I'll tell you, I've not played it. I've watched a little bit of it, but I haven't played it. It is a game I want to get eventually. That's quite the collection. You got, yes, Jay, 892, I think, behind me. Some more here. You look like Ronald McDonald. Oh, sweet. If I look like him, then sweet. I should be rich and I shouldn't be sat here then, should I? Thank Jesus. Thank you for sharing your incredible collection. Yeah, I do put videos out regular when I get new ones. When I get the chance. I mean, I did have probably around 700 before I started YouTube. It's just this is all new to me, to be fair. What game haven't you got? Well, I'm a little shy of 900 games, and there's another 524 to get. So there's quite a few more games I haven't got yet. But if you're asking for a specific one, Cool Borders 1. I don't have the first Cool Borders, for example. There's a few rubbish ones I'm missing. Vice City Stories is my best collectible. I've not got that. I don't. Is it PSP one or the PS2 one? I've never played any of the Stories GTA games. Hey, PWR. Oh, are you talking some? Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Oh, they was filled with resellers. So yeah, same mate. I don't bother with car boots because at resellers, I'm 42 this year and I ain't got the energy to run around chasing around after games what I may or may not get. That's the young man's game. So I just take my time looking in charity shops. It's the easiest way for me personally. No, I don't have Manhunt, buddy. Like I said, I don't collect for the PS2. I think my most expensive PS2 game is probably that what I got yesterday, Legaia 2, £15 game. I just don't collect for it. It's not a system I have any nostalgia for. I hope, mate, hope you're well. I hope Yorkshire Pudding. How are we doing, my friends? I'm playing it now. Got it cheap in a pawn shop. I don't know what game you mean there, buddy. I might have missed that comment. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I will get it eventually. It's just one that's not on my list. Per se, I'm concentrating on getting this stuff, so I've missed a lot of PS3, 4, and 5 games. I think even my PS5 collection's probably 15 games, physical ones. I'm just not bothered for modern stuff. Oh, and good to see you live. Yes, Shakes Potato. This is only my second ever one. Second ever live, I don't think. Doing too bad. Like I say, just ask me anything, really. It's Elder Scrolls fun. Cool Waters. Cool Waters? I like it. Elder Scrolls. I enjoyed Skyrim. I like that. I never got to play Oblivion originally, and I haven't played the remaster yet. Like I say, I'm collecting this stuff, so I don't want to spend money on the modern stuff. It makes sense to me. It might not to others. But yeah, it's not something I've entertained just yet. I only have Cool Borders 3. Yeah, it's a bit daft that there's 4 of them when I don't know how much different each one is, really. I never actually played 3 or 4. I only ever played 2. back in the day. What's your favorite Aliens film? Merchandise I own. Favorite Aliens film is Aliens. It's a great movie. When I was born in '83, I was 3 when it came out, but it was a big film for me growing up as I got a bit older. And then Alien 3 came out, and that was garbage. Owen, where are you going to put the other 500? Tom, I actually built this unit. If I take all the consoles and everything else off of it, this unit was built to the measurements of all of the games with a couple of mil either side because of the case variants. But yeah, I pretty much built this so it would fit all 1,424, just the games. I'll eventually move this anyway, but I plan on converting my loft. So when I've converted my loft, I'll have a proper games room, so to speak. So then all this will be gone from here, and it'll be in a different layout format, however you want to see it. Worst PS1 game. Ooh, blunt. To be blunt, there's a lot of bad PS1 games, and I mean a lot of bad ones. Jesus, let me turn around and just grab one. I'll probably be able to find one in no time at all. There you go. Family Compendium, 20 games. It's all checkers and the most low-budget kart racing games ever. It's a Midas game. I don't know if you can see that there. So apologies with the state of the sticker residue, but it's a Midas game, which usually means it's utter crap, basically. Do I have any Shinobis? No, I do not. I don't think there is even any Shinobi games on PS1, is there? If there is, I apologize for not knowing that, but no, I don't own any Shinobi games. You make it sound like you're in your 60s, Carbox, your best friend. I get it, Shakes Potato, if I'm getting your name right. I really get it, honestly, but my mobility, as I've got older, I've had a few surgical procedures, so I'm not able to get about as much as I could prior. So yeah, I don't have the effort or the energy to keep up with the young sprinters of the reselling game. You have a favorite PS1 movie, TV tie-in game? Birdie, that's a good question. I want to say Die Hard trilogy, just because of the variation in the 3 games that are on it, especially the first one. There's some cool cheats where you can shoot, like bend over and shoot out your ass, or make the enemies do it. It's really daft, but that was a good movie tie-in for me, even though it wasn't strictly a tie-in. But then I'd say Alien trilogy or Alien Resurrection. There's a few that I kind of like, to be fair. Cool Borders 2. Yeah, I've got that too. I remember Crash Bandicoot was a nightmare of stress. Yeah, I still can't complete Crash Bandicoot 1. I never did it as a kid, and I can't do it now. My reactions have got worse. All right, Barry. All right, Realist Gamer. It's good to see you back. Hope you're well, mate. Do you worry about house fires or theft, as I do? No, because I'm an electrician by trade, and obviously most house fires are caused by electrical issues. That's all fine. There's precautions. Yeah, really, and theft where I live, and there's very little of that sort of crime where I live, thankfully. Not like most parts of England, I know. Oh God, comments are a bit too fast there. Sorry. Evil Dead on PSP, mate, the worst game I played, and I love my. Yeah, it's awful, but believe it or not, it's got a cult following. That game. There's people out there that actually like that sort of crap. Usually, I'm one of them, but this time not so much. Sorry, I've got 2 screens because I can't see that on my phone. It's a bit small. Play Olympic soccer and you will be a legend forever. Mate, I actually really like Olympic soccer. I love the polygon, the triangle players, and the horrible sound effects when you hit the ball, and the game's physics. You hit the ball and it just like flies in weird ways. It's actually a really good game, and Soccer 97 is my personal favorite because that's the same game but league, like Premier League and stuff. Oh God, I've done something on my screen here. I am so rubbish with technology. Apologies. How do I make it work? There we go. I had Manhunt on PS2, got it for a tenner from Blockbuster. Finished it once. I've Manhunt on the PS2 for a tenner. That's great, mate. I mean, it's worth quite a bit now, right? No? Or is it number 2 that's worth the most? I don't know. PS2 stuff's not my thing. I'm glad Croc got a remake. One of my first ones I played. Kez, I didn't even know that remake had come out yet. I read somewhere that it was coming out, but I didn't know it was out yet, and that's cool. I'll probably get that if it comes on disc. I won't digital buy it. I don't move as much as I should since my attack performance go. Hey, oh crap, Joseph. I hope you're getting well, mate. PS1 collection. Yes, Paul. Thank you. I've got 891 are behind me on all this lot. Evil Dead, PS1 hit or miss for people. PS2 games are fantastic. PS5 is. We don't. I've not played any since I've only ever played the PS1 Evil Dead. Controversial, I know, but I never really liked the films. They were never my sort of movie. I was more action movies rather than dark humor movies. I just found them weird. Is that the wrong way to see it? Dio Trilogy was sick. Yes, it was. I remember there was something about the game, some controversy or something with running people over in the third aspect of the game. But what makes me laugh is you can put your car on, you put the view on the inside, and your windscreen wipers wash blood off the screen. It's just weird little things like that, getting around censorship or something. I'm not fully clued up on how it worked, but I remember reading something about that. That was quite funny. Terminator 2D no fate. I don't plan on it, Daryl. I really don't. If it comes across me physically and cheap, yes. If it's digital only, no. I won't. I don't buy into that. Hi, how are you? James, I'm good, mate. You? Anakin, hello too. Tom, Resident Evil PS1 is the best. Yes, Tom. I'm glad someone agrees with me. I hate the remakes, and I hated Resident Evil 4. Controversial, I know. A lot of people love the newer Resident Evils. I didn't like 7. I've not even touched Village. Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, the PS3 classics, that's it. That's where the series ended, and Survivor don't even count either. My good luck charm you, mate. Realist? Why so? What have I done now? Making you feel good, I hope. I'm not much good for anything else. One was a mare, used to throw the disc at the wall in a rage like a frisbee. Oh yeah, Crash. I was never any good at it, mate. Honestly. 3 was the easiest one. That one I did finish, but even that caused rage. Excuse me, sorry, I just need to have a drink. Hello, everybody. Hello, Kyle. PS2, PS1, mate. I'm all about PlayStation 1. Although, up there you can see a couple of coloured PS2 Slims. Oil the hell up for Diddy. 1 Inch Wonder, with a name like that, sounds like you already have. No better, I'm just behind on game shopping. Joseph, I don't think there's ever a thing called of being on top of game shopping, is there really? There's always another game you want. Always. This is how it is. Quite a good remake that use the old graphics. If you like the remake did. Kez, I'm not sure what... Oh, the Croc remaster. What's it like? The Tomb Raider ones you can change from old graphics to new? If so, I'll be getting that for sure. Hey up, Jody. How are we doing? Have you ever seen the special edition of Gran Turismo 2, which comes with a black memory card and a cardboard display box? I bought it when it came out, and I haven't seen one since. A friend of the channel and fellow YouTuber, Wayne's World of Gaming, he's got one, but the memory card, what he's got, it's white, I think. So if there is a Gran Turismo 2 with a black memory card, then that means there's 2 variations of that special edition then. Mental. But I've seen it, only ever seen it on his shelf. I don't own it. I'm not really bothered for special editions and collector's editions anyway, to be honest. I just don't have space or the energy to search for them because they're silly expensive. Zach and Elix said hi. Hello, Zach and Elix. I hope I got Elix or Helix. I'm sorry with pronunciation, so I hope I got one of them right at one point there. Couldn't stand Res Evil remake. Don't mind Survivor. I haven't played 3 because I read they cut a lot of content from the original 3 out of it. I played this number 2 remake. It was good for what it was worth, but I really don't like those games where you get chased throughout, and when the Mr. X gets dropped in, and then he basically chases you for near enough the rest of the game. I noped out at that point. I'm not one for horror games. I love the Alien franchise. Like you probably really can't see my little bits down there with this angle, but I'll show you. Down there, there's only a few bits there, but I've got more. But I can't even play Alien Isolation. I can't complete it. I think I got to chapter 4 and I noped out on that. Do you like video games? Yes, Marina, I do. Funnily enough, there's nearly 1,000 of them sat behind me. If you had one opportunity to convert a game to hollow production, hasn't been done yet, which one would it be? Oh God, I'd like to see a good Resident Evil film. I'd like to see a good Silent Hill film, but I don't know. One that really sat with me many years ago was the Bruce Willis game called Apocalypse. I believe it was supposed to be a movie at one point, or based on a comic or something. That would have been cool, I think. But Bruce Willis, I don't think he's going to be able to do it now. That is one that they should have done years ago. Have you played the PS1 port of Doom? Blunt, yes, I have. It's not as bad as people make out either, and it still plays really well today. I've got it up there behind me somewhere. Jesus. Oh God, it's behind something on that side. It's the double box version I've got as well. And the other Final Fantasy and Assassin's Creed games. Actressite? Joseph, I don't know what that last game is. The remake bit, I don't know what that means, mate. But I've got most of Final Fantasies, Assassin's Creed, believe it or not, other than Shadows and Mirage. I've got all of them. Well, that's just over years of finding them. I mean, the modern ones are all dirt cheap, aren't they? You need to remaster games, not remake them. Def Jam Fight for New York needs a remaster. I've never played the original, so I can't compare on what sort of game it is or if it's any good as far as games go. I hear that it's expensive though, so does that mean it's good? Not usually. Yeah, pretty cool that Isolation is games. Yeah, it's crazy that it's 10 years down the line. I blame that awful IGN review, to be honest. Just the guy who reviewed it, I think he put it on the hardest difficulty, and he wasn't very good at it, by all accounts. So I think that killed the idea of a sequel for so long, but I think us as gamers and fans finally got what we pushed for. So maybe we'll get a Days Gone 2 as well if we keep shouting from the rooftops or however we gamers do it. King Marina. Oh, as in, do I like video games? I get it. Actress was an original I was never a Super Nintendo kid. I was a Mega Drive kid, and I never played those sort of games. I think it was all sports games and like Streets of Rage and stuff. I didn't really play the obscure stuff, as it were. I've never heard of that game, to be honest. Have you completed Rayman? Such a difficult game was impossible. No, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never completed Rayman 1. It is rock hard. I mean, it'd be nice to see a HD remake remaster thing of them, like they did with the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. Because I know a lot of people these days would put their all into gaming. When I was a kid, I got so far and I kept dying and dying and dying, and I just binned it off and never played it again after that. Days Gone was fantastic. Finished it all about 2 months ago. Yeah, I played it first during the COVID lockdowns, and then the remasters just come out. Really, though, there's not much difference as far as I can tell. But I've got it anyway for the sake of a tenner, and I'm replaying that. I'm enjoying it, to be fair. I mean, between that and PS1 stuff, I don't really play much anything else really. Yo, Ray Penny Buddy, yeah. How you doing, mate? Which video games made you angry? Oh God, I don't get angry at video games anymore. I'm too old for that lark. But I'd say in the 2000s, PS3, Call of Duty, in particular Modern Warfare 2. The amount of times I'd rage at that was a rage-inducing game for sure. But other than that, I don't get angry at games anymore. I just turn them off. I collect movies too and have 1,400 on physical media. Jesus, Losif. Joseph, I'm sorry. Where the hell do you put 14,000 physical movies? I'm having trouble with physical games, let alone that many. I mean, I've got all my PS3, 4, and 5 games are in boxes in my bedroom because I don't have anywhere to put them. That's insane. Some IGN reviews are horrendous. I think as most IGN the reviews at this point are basically just if they get paid enough to say nice things about a game, it's down to that. I don't think it's about any of these journalists are actually really gamers. I mean, if they were, they wouldn't have gave the games that got bad reviews, and the games that deserved the bad reviews, good reviews. Like, I'm forgetting its name because it's that bad. Dragon Age, Veilguard. What a load of rubbish that game is. Absolute, utter, woke slop. And then you've got reviewers like IGN and everything else saying, oh, return to form. No, it was such a bad game. I mean, I'm not even liking the look of the new Assassin's Creed game, to be fair. I've read a lot of negative about that. I heard bad things about Star Wars Outlaws. From what I saw, that was just pointlessly crap as well. So again, these are reasons I don't bother with modern games. Happy bank holiday, man. Hey, Steve, how are you doing, mate? Yeah, happy bank holiday to you too. To be fair, it's just a normal day for me. I've just got loads to do, so the bank holiday means nothing. Spec Ops missions being brutal with them juggernauts. Yeah, they were quite difficult, but with local multiplayer co-op partners, they were doable. I found them harder in Modern Warfare 3, though. I never bothered platinum that one as a consequence. 4,000 in bedroom, 700 games in room. Jesus, Joseph. I mean, 4,000 in your bedroom. How many walls does that take up? Do you sleep on a bed of boxes and cases? I'm curious to know. I only ask because I ain't got rooms big enough to house that many in this house. No way. Yeah, a lot of that nowadays. Yes, Kez, there is. It's gaming journalism's not what it once was. It's more about you give me money, I'll say nice things. People out there are dumb and they'll buy absolutely anything. But gamers are not dumb. Since Twitter and stuff like that, gamers learn more information better than relying on games journalists now. And I don't think they're evolving to the modern age, really. That's just my 2 cents anyway. What type of artist do I listen to? Well, I'm into metal music, so I listen to all sorts. But lately I've been listening to just a lot of 90s music. I'm not sure where you're located, Foxy TV, but in the UK here, with this radio station called Absolute, and there's a 90s one. I listen to that all the time. I'm a 90s. I grew up a lot in the 90s. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. For me, the 90s were king. Black Ops 3 and 9 when it's so dreadful. They gave Black Ops 3 a 9, did they? I mean, Call of Duty's not been good since it came out on PS4. What was the first one on PS4? Ghosts, and that were crap. I think for me, the last good Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2, 3, and Black Ops 1 and 2, I guess. Gave. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been a big fan for a while. So funny, do you think you could oil up your brown starfish? Thank you. Jesse, or however I pronounce that name, my starfish is oiled all the time. All the time. I glide across the floor with my oily starfish, I'll have you know. Evening fella. Hey up, chef. How we doing? 4,000. Catch you tonight in the comments for Swap Shop. What time Swap Shop on again, mate? I always forget. I've lost all track of time today. I watched the football and then onto this. So inform me, what time are we on now? 20 to 7. So yeah, just let me know when it's at 8 p.m. Yeah, possibly if I manage to get off this in time for sure. Best game of all time. Harry, I'm conflicted because I've got favorite games on consoles. I mean, like I've mentioned a minute ago, Days Gone. I love that game, and that's PS4 5. But PS1, Vagrant Story, or Future Cop LAPD. N64, GoldenEye. How can I not say that? For sure. Metal Gear. I do have a bed. I sleep. I said, like Alive 2 was on a wall of foam. Oh, I see what you've done. Yeah, it's a lot of physical media. Honestly, sometimes I get annoyed at myself because I'll go out somewhere with no intention of buying stuff, and I'll come home with half a dozen games or whatever, and it's like, where am I even going to put this stuff? Like, I'll show you a sneak peek of what's in my next video, but I picked these up yesterday while I was out and about. There we go. I picked up an official PlayStation 1 mouse. I've been after one for a while, and I saw it, and I thought, yep, I'm having that. Why not? And this is where I've got no idea where this is going to go. An Asaiware fight stick controller. The buttons are massive. The stick thing's massive. The whole thing's as big as a PS1, the fat model. So I don't know where I'm going to put that. I do this all the time. AC Unity versus AC Shadows. If Unity's the one in France, I thought that was okay. Shadows I've not played yet. I've just watched a few bits about it. I'm a metalhead. My friend Giz does a metal show through Discord. Giz, Joseph, is him. You said Giz. Is his nickname Gizmo? And if his first name's Adam, please tell me that's his name, because if it is, I know who this person is you're referencing. Fart inhaler slam poetry. Well, slava me in steak sauce and shame me like a sloppy sirloin strip. What's cooking, console collector? I love the name. I'm good. You? Sirloin strip, eh? Black Ops 3 has no content at all. One zombies map is all you got. Really? Is that all you got for your money? Hey, hello, Braden. 8 p.m. retro. From Bristol myself, so I feel you're a normal. Feel you for a. Yeah, bank holidays are just Mondays to me. But then Sunday's just a normal day to me. It's not a day of rest. I have a 4-year-old child, so you don't really get much rest with a 4-year-old. And I have a mid-30s wife, and she's almost as stressful as my child. If you're watching, love, I'm sorry, I'm joking. Hi, Braden. I've already said that. Sorry, mate. Oh, Jody, yeah, Swap Shop. It's basically on Retro Chef's YouTube page. A bunch of other collectors, they get together and they sell their wares to anyone that wants to buy them. Basically, it's like, think of it as an online auction sort of thing. It's good if you're into buying stuff and you're serious about it. Check it out for sure. Count the days till I go to the UK. Birdie, the weather's been great lately, but today it's utter crap. Hopefully you get into UK while the weather's nice, because we don't get it very often. 90s is the best. Lots of great music from back in the day. Just getting into Creed at the moment. Great band. Like the 90s were a vibe, full stop for me. Whether it be rock music, metal music, even the indie Britpop era of Blur and Oasis and other bands around them. You know, there was just so many good bands in the 90s. A fight stick controller's a rare night. Fine. Yeah, I've not seen one in the flesh before. I've literally only ever seen pictures of it or people with it on other videos. Never seen one with my own eyes. I saw it, bought it. It had to be done. I can't not buy PS1 accessories. If it's something I've not got already, I'm buying it for sure. he does the Goracast too. Is it Adam? Is his name Adam? If it's not, then we're on about someone totally different. It's just I've never heard anyone called Giz other than the person I know. I could, might just be a coincidence. Wolverine wants promo copy. I bet that's worth quite a bit if you've still got it. There is promo collectors out there, Kez. I mean, I got that not long before the Wolverine Deadpool movie came out. I paid £2 for a copy of it complete. That movie came out and I sold it for £55 because I already had a copy, and I thought for £2 that were ridiculous not to get it. Charity shops are barren most of the time, but on occasion you do find... Yeah, Birdie, that's happening more and more lately. I think that's down to a lot of YouTubers that film videos of car boots and charity shops. That's why you see resellers everywhere, and charity shops are either getting savvy to it or they're selling them online themselves anyway. Can you please say, I love Skibidi? Skibidi means life. Toast One Bees, is that your name? Skibidi. My little one has a song with Skibidi in it that she likes me to sing to her, so I say Skibidi quite a lot. So, Skibidi. I don't know what you're telling me to say, if it really means that, but there you go. I ain't a performing monkey, so I won't be saying that again. I live in a hot, dry area, so UK weather's actually a peanut. Oh yeah, you live in Malta, don't you? Yeah, I mean, as long as you come in the summer, you'll be all right. It should be half decent. In the winter, not so much. Have you managed to complete D on PS1? You only get 2 hours to do so, so no time to stop and read walkthroughs. I'm going to give it a go tonight. I only ever played it, D. I played it on the Sega Saturn back in the day. A friend of mine had it, and we played it forever and a day, and it took us forever to do it. But I have it on the PS1 behind me, but I've never played the PS1 version. I tested it works, and about 10 minutes, and that was it. I do plan on playing it eventually, but it's finding time when there's so many games to play. Shame don't play top 40 win. Good, huh? Phoning Samaritans? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I really don't. Hey, Clay Dopamine, have a nice day. You too. You too. I think his name is Mike, but 3 of the guys on the broadcast are named Mike. Oh, fair enough. It might just have been a coincidence with names. But yeah, I know the Giz I know it plays in a metal band, I believe, as well. eBay is as bad as charity shops now. From what I'm told recently, eBay's got even worse than it was before, which I'm finding hard to believe because eBay was shocking. Doom free, I don't know. I was lucky to find Wolverine at a mom-and-pop shop for a £5 when the movie was airing. That's a great find, to be fair, for a £5. Even now the movie's died down. I think even before getting that game, it's actually really good. Well, I thought it was really good. I actually platinumed it as well, so I must have found some entertainment out of it. Have you tried Lumpia and Turon Fire? I don't know what they are. I don't know what Lumpia and Turon is, Clay Dopamine. I really don't. Every time I try to shop, someone's holding up the game and shop looking at price. Yeah, that's it, Kez. There is a lot of people out there that are just doing that. I'll never understand why. If you don't know the price of something, you're not really in it for there's no knowledge there. I mean, I can tell what a game's worth for the most part without using these bloody app things, but it's always CEX app, isn't it? But I'm going to stop using them soon anyway, and that's a discussion for another time. I may tell you in a bit if you really want to know why I'm not bothering with them. How are we? DWM, I'm good, mate. Yourself? Just chilling, answering questions. Took my wife 1.5 years till I found decently good place on the charity shop. Oh, took my one here. I'm reading 2 bloody things at the same time here. Took me, I'm assuming me, 1.5 years till I found decent good place when I was in a charity shop. Like I said, be patient, hope one turns up. Yeah, I don't really find PS1 games in charity shops all that often. To be fair, I think I've probably found maybe a total of maybe 10, 20 in the past couple of years. I just find a lot of PS3 and 360 and Wii stuff is always in charity shops, and it's always the Mario Karts or Mario Galaxy or something. I find a lot of them. Have you started the Attic Games Room, and how big will it be? No, Jody, I haven't yet. I am. I contemplated doing it myself. I'm an electrician, so I can do the electrics, but I'm not a plasterer or a woodworker, so I'm going to have to get some people from the trades in to do it. I haven't got a quote yet, but I know I'm looking at quite a bit of money, so it's mostly at the minute it's about saving money. I've got space on here for now for these games. It's just for now all my PS3, 2, 4 and 5 stuff's just upstairs in boxes. Until then, most likely it'll be towards after the summer. I'll most likely get it looked at. It's just money is the reason why not yet. Most people hate my retro getter, so I don't need to collect games as a collector Blu-rays or 4Ks. Sometimes you can live vicarious through other people. I mean, before I started collecting again, I used to do this very similar things, just watch other people play games online or videos like this, people talking about it, really. There's a few American ones I've been watching for years. I always see Brain Training and We Fit. Couldn't be anywhere else. No, they're the super common ones. So common that I don't even think CX takes them in. I don't even give you a penny for them. But I get more lucky with the Nintendo stuff because I find, like, in my area, I live in an area where it's a lot of retirees that, you know, they retire to this part of the country. So I'm always finding Wii stuff. I mean, Jesus, I think I've found Mario Kart and the Sonic of the Olympics ones. I think I find them games probably a dozen a month, maybe more some days or some months. Enjoy Mother Hunt and actually playing the game. It's a dopamine check. Birdie, I totally get that. I mean, even lately, I found myself playing video games a lot less. Mostly just because I get a headache playing on a CRT TV because I don't have a big one yet. So I've only got a small CRT. So that gives me a headache. And then playing on the big screen, playing PS3, 4 or 5 or whatever, I just can't be bothered half the time. They take so long with installs and updates that by the time they've done, my effort to want to play it's just gone. And I can't be bothered. Yeah, not too bad. If you could only play one game, what would it be? Wow, DMW, that's a great question. Probably Future Cop LAPD. Just because you can keep playing Precinct Assault over and over. Yeah, I guess it'd get boring, but either that or Final Fantasy VIII, because Final Fantasy VIII is king of the PS1 Final Fantasies, in my opinion. I know a lot of people love 7 and 9, but 8 was one of my favourites. I watch Donald Mackerel quite a bit. It's funny. Yes, Kez, I watch him too. He's a friend of mine. We talk regular. When I started my live, he sent me a message. I assume he's busy, or he'd probably be in the comments by now. Favorite PS1 games play, Paul? Future Cop LAPD or Vagrant Story. Or there's many other games. I mean, I love Roll Cage series. They're great. I love the Colin McRae games, the Toka games, the Final Fantasies. There's just a lot that I enjoy. Donald is a funny guy. Yes, he is. He's an ex-comedian, so I don't think he does it or used to be a comedian. One of the two. He'd have to tell you, but yeah, he's got some jokes. He makes me laugh a lot when we chat. Yeah, odd chance of finding something. Never know what could pop up. Yeah, it's true. Sorry, Silty Llama. Howdy, brother. Howdy. Sorry, my eyesight's not what it once was. It took me a while to read what your name was. Silty Llama. Silty Llama said hi. Hi. Collab with Donald. Funnily enough, it's something we've spoke about. We spoke about doing one of these gaming markets, both of us going to one of them. but he's had some bad experiences, so I don't think he's overly keen on going. And for me personally, my nearest gaming market is a 7-hour round trip. So I don't think I'm keen to spend 7 hours in a car just to have attended an event and buy video games when I could have sat here and bought them off of Vinted or eBay or even CEX, and I don't have to get off my arse. So it's I guess we'll do it one day. Which consoles do I have? I've got one of every PlayStation, at least. I've got one PS5, one PS4, 4 PS3s, about 6 PS2s, and probably 10, 11 PS1s. No, 2 PS5s, I apologize. Only got a Wii. I've never really got on with a Wii, so I've got never much nostalgia for it. I think Wii Sports was the only game I ever played on it, and I hated it. I was never any good at the bowling. I always kept losing, so I hated it. Played Dirt 2 not long ago. Love the feel of it. Dirt 2 on PS3 360, that one? That is the one, right? I got that recently and gave it a go. I thought it was alright, but there was a lot of dude broing in it, yeah, and I weren't bothered for that, like the hoonigan stuff. I'm a bit old to appreciate the, yeah, bro. Have I tried the game that you have called Spider? I have, Out to Heaven. It is a weird ass game. It's fun though. I do actually plan on playing it soon because I only played about 20 minutes, half an hour of it when I got it, just to test it, but I will give it a full play. I do plan on doing videos of playing every single game I own from completion, well, from start to completion. That's a long-term goal. Is there any gaming area in Matlock Chesterfield area? I'm asking all locals. Yeah, that'd be your best bet, Birdie. I mean, I don't really know anything in Matlock or Chesterfield. I just know Doncaster and Sheffield have got some good gaming shops. Think of the game Hogs of War. Yeah, Hogs of War is great. And rest in peace to Rick Mail. I played it a while ago now, but I wouldn't mind playing that one again too, just for the laugh. That and Team Buddies are 2 games I highly recommend for people to play. A gaming market, Birdie. I don't know about gaming markets. I know Doncaster has one at a place called The Dome, and that's quite a big popular one with a lot of YouTubers go to the Doncaster gaming market, but I don't know when that's on. I got it in 2019 or something, so also don't have any nostalgia. Nah, fair play, fair play. I mean, one good thing with the Wii, I guess, mate, is you can mod it now and put all the games on it, so you don't actually have to spend crazy money buying discs, if that's your thing. Have I ever played Glover? No, I haven't. I haven't even got it in my collection yet. It's on my list though to get. I actually saw a copy of it on Vinted a while ago. I put a like on it and I noticed it got discounted today, but it's typical at the minute. I'm not spending money for a minute on games, so every time I go through a not spending money phase, I tend to get all these reductions and cheap offers come at me. So it's a tough one, but I will get it eventually. When you're about that Dragon Age earlier, it reminded me of how about the Saints Row reboot company got shut down. Used to, yeah, that's another prime example, Kaz, of letting political activists become game developers. When they start sticking stuff in games that gamers don't want, political messaging and all that stuff, we don't want that in games unless it's an actual part of the game. So that's the reason Saints Row was utter crap. Believe it or not, I even bought it recently because it came in a fancy steelbook. I'm a sucker for a steelbook, I really am. But yeah, another example of a crap game. Concord is another one, or what Bungie are going through with. Is it Marathon? They're releasing soon, and they stole art from someone and something else. That's probably going to fail. And I think there's another game called Fair Games that's coming out. That looks like woke slop again, so that'll probably fail. Sony should just stick to epic single-player games, in my mind. Stay away from the live service cash Leave that to Call of Duty and Fortnite, for God's sake. That, make the single player stuff. Make people buy your console, not a game that they can play on a PC or a bloody Switch, for God's sake. But that's just my 2 cents. Again, how many did he? How many books? Books of what did he? I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what you mean there, did he? Do you have any moments where the graphics blew away first time I saw the intro video? Gran Turismo 1, when it first came out, sounds hard to believe now, but back then, the graphics was something else. And even Tomb Raider did it to an extent back then. Sounds daft looking at it now, but back then, you'd look at games like that and go, nah, this is it, gaming will never get better than this. And obviously it has, as time's gone. But yeah, Gran Turismo 1 blew me away back in the day. I can't even explain how much that made me go, wow, I can't believe games look this good. Yes, Barry, done through. Hey, up, mate, how are we doing? Hogs of War is a great game. Do you ever get the urge to randomly just trade in of your excess stuff and letting go of my PS2? You know something, Daryl? That is a dilemma I have quite a lot. I mean, I'm focused on the PS1, and I've got about 300 PS3 games, and then I've got quite a few PS4 and 5 games. The PS3 games I intend to keep, but the PS4 and 5, I look at them and I'm like, do I really need to keep them? I've got a lot of games that I've actually finished and I know I'll never play again. But I have a hard time trading anything that I've got. I like to have a collection because you never know when I want to play another game again. But yeah, I do have those moments, but my PS1, I will never sell that. Never. DWM, sorry, I keep getting your name wrong there. Would you collect for PSP? I like collecting the UMDs. I'm sorry to read that because I had quite a few PSP games and UMD movies recently in complete in boxes and everything, and I just traded them in because I don't have any nostalgia for the handheld market really. I know I've got a PSP, but you got loads of games given through PS Plus, so if I ever resubscribe to that, I've got pretty much a good library on there. But yeah, I just got rid of them all, traded them all in. Flintstones game. Do you have the Flintstones? Did you? I think is it the Flintstones the Bedrock Bowling one? If you're on about that one, yeah, I've got that one. I'm not sure if it's under B for Bedrock Bowling or is it under T for the Flintstones. You've got me curious now, so bear with me. I'll have a look. If that's the one you're on about, then yes, I've got it. And oh my, it's awful. Awful, awful game. Are you a collector? Local hallucination? Yes, I am. My whole channel is based on me collecting every single one of these games. It's a slow process, but that's all I'm doing. That's what I'm focusing on. I want to collect them all because I love the PlayStation 1. That is for me is the king of consoles. I know some people go, oh, wow, it's crap graphics, but for me, it's not about the graphics. I really want the Switch 2, but I'm not on that level yet. I'm just 16, and in Pakistan means 150,000. Is it rupees in Pakistan? Rupees. There's a lot. I don't know how much that is in pounds. I don't even know what money it is in Pakistan. I'm really sorry for not knowing what like the average wages or anything. But stick with Switch 1. Even Nintendo have said that as well. So can't go wrong with Switch 1 if you've got that. Oh God, yeah, Marathon is doomed already. Yes, Kez, it is. And I think Fair Games will probably go the same way. I think Sony should have just looked at the Concord situation where they lost millions. What were it, 200 million they lost in that game? I think they should have just looked at that game and gone, right, can that crap? That crap will not sell. We won't make the money back. They can't compete. Just leave those live service games to already established ones. Don't try and flood the market with more hero shooters. I bought a Steelbook Saints Row as well, $10 brand new. It's still sealed. Is it really that bad? I haven't played it. Out to Heaven, it is shocking. Shocking. I didn't even like Saints Row 4 or Get Out of Hell. I thought 2 and 3 were good. Never played the first one. But yeah, the new Saints Row is really, really bad. It was so bad, I think I paid £6 for it. And that was with Steelbook, big fat box with all the art cards and stuff. But yeah, it's not a good game. It's even free on PS Plus, or it was, and that wasn't even long after it came out. Give you. Oh, hang on. I'm too far ahead. Saints Row 2 is the greatest sequel ever made. Shame Saints Row went where it did. Like, I can't say that for Saints Row 2 because I never played the first one, so you might be right on that one. Give me free PS1 games that are just pure fun to play. Dan, there's quite a few. I'll get 3 out and stick them up on here. Might take me a while. Bear with me. I bet this is some riveting stuff in it for you guys. There you go. There's 3 quick recommendations. Future Cop LAPD, Roll Cage 2, and Martian Gothic. There's a lot of games I really like, bear in mind, but I could be here a while picking games off its shelf to recommend to you. I mean, there's millions of videos out there where people recommend hidden gems and all that jazz. They're just 3 of my personal favourites. I mean, there's many, many more. Excuse me, I'm just kicking something under here. Did he? Yes. Oh, God's sake, I am rubbish at remembering things here. What was that in yes reply to, did he? So many books. I'm lost, confused now. They're not books. I don't own any books. Maybe a few, actually, but not like a library. I sub. Thank you, Diddy. Welcome. If you enjoy PS1 games, not books, then here you are. Toy Story games were quite good. Pretty cool to see they put trophies on Toy Story 2. Yes, Kez, I did see that. I don't subscribe to the PlayStation Plus no more. I just don't want to pay money to play games that I don't want to play anyway. And I don't play online, so it's kind of worthless for me. And you never own the games that they give you for free. They're not. You don't own them, and you're not giving them because to play them, you still have to stay on the subscription service. So, yeah, I just don't bother with it anymore. I'd say PlayStation 1 for me is king, and if I want to play online, I'll play on PS3 because that's free to play online. £400, I think. Yeah, it's rupees. Jesus. Yeah, I think it might even be more than £400 for a Switch 2. I could be wrong. Again, I don't keep up with modern stuff because it just doesn't entertain me all that much. I only have Monster Hunter Wilds on PS5 right now. You're probably good for a while with Monster Hunter, to be fair. There's not a lot of games on PS5 that make you want to go, I need to play it, because they're all PS4 games more often than not. I'm trying to even think of a PS5 game that I'm like, yeah, I have to play it. I'll probably be here all day. I'm struggling. I'm going to give up thinking because there's not enough on PS5 to make me even want to own it. I own one already, but that was just out of FOMO at the time, I guess. But no, I don't even bother playing it. It's collecting dust more than anything else. Can you shout out my brother Nick Gers? He has autism and would love it. Anakin, yes. Shout out to his brother Nick Gers. Nick Gers, I hope you're well. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You absolute git. I cannot believe I fell for that. Right, Anakin, more comments like that, my friend, and I will block that. I'm telling you. I cannot believe I fell for that. Well played. I'm not racist at all, but you've just made me look it. So fair play. Well done to you for that. I can't believe I fell for it. This is what happens when you don't read things properly. I am an absolute idiot. Sonic Adventure DX game. You can look. Boy. Ellie, I don't know what that means. Sonic Adventure DX game. Don't even know what that game is. Yeah, yes, Dan. I mean, there's a lot of PS1 games that I find fun that some of us might not. Skull Monkeys is a good fun game. Hogs of War is a fun game. Team Buddies is a fun game. Apologies, my phone keeps ding-a-linging. Foul tarnished in search of the other ring. Someone might say, let it be Margaret the Fell. Low-level moss, I have no idea what that means. If it's a reference from Elden Ring, I've never played it. I'm sorry, I haven't. Games where you have to get good, I can't play. I really can't. I own Bloodborne and I can't even play that, so I don't find it entertaining, those types of games. I have so little time to play games. I want to play games I enjoy, not games I get stressed at. Yes, about the Flintstones game. Are you using Vinted, Jody? I have found buying and selling. Yeah, Jody, I do use Vinted quite a lot. There's a subscriber that goes by the name of Mark Camacho. He sells on Vinted a lot, and he's got a lot of PS1 games saved on reserve for me. Yeah, I love Vinted. Vinted's probably the best place to get games these days. Like game Doom. You mean the game Doom? Yes, I do have that. If you want to see it, I assume that's what you want. If that's the case, I will grab it for you. There's Doom in the double box version. If that's not what you want to see, I apologize for showing you Doom. What CRT DWM? I have a Panasonic 14-inch. Don't ask me to name the model because I ain't got a clue, and I'd have to go round the back to read the sticker on the back. But I do want a 28 sort of size. For now, I'm just stuck using the sort of thing I'd have had in my bedroom as a kid back in the day. Next great game, hopefully, is Silent Hills F. I have no idea. I've not seen anything about that one. Is that the one in Japan? If it is, I don't quite get it, seeing as Silent Hill was a town in America. But maybe there's a reason for it. I have no idea. Again, I don't keep up with modern gaming. I'm sorry for that. Anakin, seriously, I can't believe I fell for that. But I'll be judging comments with names in from now on, that's for sure. Do you have the original Lego Star Wars games? On the PS3, I do, yes. But they're in boxes in my bedroom out the way because I don't have space on this wall for them. Recently picked up Alone in the Dark and broke so one or two of them. They were amazing condition too, and thankfully not proof. Great finds, and the fact that they've not been put through a cleaner is even better because PS1 discs are really quite soft when it comes to the compound of a material. I'm saying the right words here. But PS1 discs are quite soft, and you're not really supposed to clean them at all because the data layer is really thin on them. Love the Command and Conquer games to this day. I play them. Out of Heaven, they are great games. And like I mentioned a bit ago, I even got the PlayStation 1 mouse with Command and Conquer, Theme Park, Theme Hospital, all those games in mind. So I'm happy about that. I like that Silent Hill remake quite a bit. I hope they do one at some point. Kez, I'd love them to have done number one. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, all of you here, to be fair. I had Silent Hill 2 back in the day, and I played it and I completed it, but it scared the living crap out of me. I'm not really one for horror games. Even Silent Hill 1 scared the crap out of me back in the day. It was those little babies and then the creepy nurses that just heart palpitations while playing a game. I want to be able to sleep at night, not have nightmares. So I have got Silent Hill 2 Remake, but I just haven't played it yet because I've got to bring myself to play a horror game. And I mentioned again earlier, Alien Isolation. I can't even complete that game because it scares the crap out of me. And it's only, I mean, what is it, a 10, 11-year-old game at this point? If I've not played it by now, I never will. I'm only getting older and I don't want to have an heart attack from a video game. Yeah, I'd like a JVC 28-inch settee. I got a 14-inch Samsung. They are heavy. They are ridiculous. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I had a big CRT TV, and it took about 4 people, usually on average, to move the damn thing. It was a TV built into a stand and everything for it as well, so you could put games consoles and play it, DVD players or video players underneath it. And it took like 4 or 5 people to move the damn thing. I think it weighed like 180 kilograms or something stupid. It was ridiculous. So yeah, CRTs are good for the old retro gaming, but again, like you said there, it's the weight. They're just so damn heavy. And a lot of they're not exactly cheap to repair. I mean, even some of them I don't even think you can repair anymore. I need to sleep now. It's night in the Philippines. Anakin, have a good evening, my friend. We'll not play no more jokes like that on me, please. And have a good night here over there in the Philippines. Do you have or have you played Evil Zone on the PS1? Legendary Reign, no, I don't have it. It is on my list of. I have a list of about 20 games that I want because I want to play them, or I want because I know the price is only going to go one way with them. So Evil Zone and Hard Edge is another game that I was thinking about. These 2 games in specifically a couple of days ago that I want to try and get them soon. It begrudges me when the prices go up because I keep kicking myself that I didn't get them when I could have done. I know what I mean with this. Silent Hill 2 Remake was amazing, to be honest. Apparently they were working on Silent Hill 3 Remake. Silent Hill 3 I never played. I played about 20 minutes of it and I just got an uneasy feeling with it and I never bothered playing it again. I even had it recently and traded it. But that'll probably be good if they're making a remake because I don't know, is it easier to play now than it was then? Or is that just I'm still a bit of a pussy when it comes to horror games? The mannequin things were awful in a prison where they were running on the wall like spiders. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it would sit well with me. I don't want to have nightmares, and if it's caused by video games, then that'll just drive me insane. I mean, I remember looking back now, it sounds daft, but I remember Alien Trilogy on the PS1 back in the day, back in like 1997. I was like 13 or something daft, and I had the worst horror movie because I played that game that night. Horror movie. What am I on about? Nightmares. Because I played that game, and I remember waking up sweating and feeling like my chest was going to explode. And that was all because of a PS1 game that if you play now, it looks awful. But yeah, I can't play horror stuff. Are you into horror movies? Just watch Terrifier to the Brute. No, Peter, I'm not massively into horror movies. What's the last horror movie I watched? Oh God, Conjuring 2, I think it was the last horror movie I saw. It scared the crap out of me. I'm not good with horror. Have you played The Outfit, an exclusive on the 360? No, sorry, Kez. I've not really played many 360 games. Gears of War 1, Hexic, which was on the hard drive. I remember that. And that's about it for Xbox 360. Oh, Dead Rising. I didn't really like that. And I played Burnout Paradise. No, not Paradise. Revenge on the 360. And my 360 red lighted while playing it. And that was it with me for Xbox. Joseph, I'm trying to get a 3D TV. I have a huge collection of DVD players. Funnily enough, I'm trying to get hold of the PlayStation 3 3D TV that they released back in like 2014 or something daft. I'd love to get one of them, but they're really expensive. and half the time they're missing 3D glasses that come with them. Videos are so good, mate. Raw stuff. Yes, Alexander. That's how I just try to be. I don't edit none of my videos. I don't edit nothing. I try to just be a normal guy sat in a chair in front of his games, and that is it. No flashy intros, no music, none of that crap. Mostly because I don't know how to, and then I can't be bothered to, even if I knew how to. Will you be joining XA36 enjoying copies of FIFA? No, Blunt, I won't be. I don't have anywhere at home where I could shoot copies of FIFA, to be honest. I've got a 4-year-old running around the house. And I think my wife would go crazy if I started decorating my garden with copies of FIFA to then shoot and put pellet holes in my fence. So I don't think she'd be overly keen either. So no, I won't be. I'll be cheering on from the stands though for Kev for doing that though. How are you doing? Well, I do have a 32-inch CRT. Spiky Panda, I'm not at all jealous. I am. I want a big CRT, but at the minute, being realistic, it's having space to even put one. I've got my desk here, which has got a monitor on it. I think it's a 24-inch monitor, and then a CRT, and that's my space taken up. So I've got my consoles here. I think we need a live stream of playing horror games. Yorkshire Pudding, don't put ideas into people's heads, please. I cannot do that to myself. The last game I tried to do some streaming on, just to test out how it worked, was Aliens Dark Descent on the PS4. Well, I played it on PS5 anyway. I did a few streams of that, and even that's quite creepy, and it scared the crap out of me. So it's a good job they haven't invented smelly vision yet, because I think I'd be shitting my pants playing horror games. And I don't know why you'd suggest that for people to see me pooing myself. I mean, I honestly, I don't think I could do it. I'd just turn the game off, and that wouldn't be no fun for people watching, really. My friends with who plays Art the Clown. I don't know who Art the Clown is, Joseph. I love horror, but not great horror games. I don't like either. I don't want nightmares. I'm 42, nearly. I don't want nightmares anymore. I had them as a kid, and I don't need them anymore. I remember a nightmare of the first zombie from the original Resident Evil. I come down the stairs within seconds. Just get kicked in. Well, that's a crazy nightmare. Shoot the glass. To be honest, I had similar recurring, not nightmares like that, but I'd have situations where that image would be in my head and it'd freak me out. But yeah, the original Resident Evil back in the day was scary as shit. William Whitehead, I'm trying to get my hands on PS3 games. Me too, on the side, really. I've collected around 300 of the damn things now, just by randomly picking them up. I mean, I picked up Apache Air Assault the other day, just random, and Toy Story 3, the cardboard sleeve version of Toy Story 3. My excuse for getting Toy Story is I've got a kid. It's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. I just hope I can find at least one more rare PS1 PS game before the year is up. Birdie, there's still at least another six. What is it? End of May. So you've still got 6 months before end of year, Birdie. Unless you're hoping to find them in maybe charity shops or at car boot style stuff. I don't know the chances of that, but if you've got money saving up and you want to buy a particular one, 6 months is still plenty of time to do so, I believe. Even if you find stuff to flip, you want to make some money off of some games or whatever, I'm pretty sure you can rack enough up to get a rare one by end of year for sure. Don't mind me, by the way, I'm fiddling just an Allen key. I have issues with fidgeting, so I just anything in my hand, it's either a pen or an Allen key, so I apologize for that. I have at least 5 CRTs and a few flat screens. Joseph, I have 4 CRT TVs myself, but my 14-inch is the biggest one. I've got 2 12-inch ones and one that's like maybe the size of a PS1 case. I nearly showed one of my newest games, by the way. I'll show it. It's going to be on my next video, but I'll show this one. because it costs stupid money. If you can, anyone tell me how you pronounce that? It says Hebereki's Popoito or Popo Ito. I'll show you how it's spelt on the back, on the spine, sorry. Yeah, it's a puzzle game. That's as much as I know, but I don't know how you pronounce it. So if anyone knows that game, please tell me if I'm saying it right or not. I enjoyed fighting Malik quite a bit. Doesn't really get talked about. Kez, I am in the same agreement with you there. Fireteam Elite was great. The only problem I had with it is that it had low marketing, so I don't think many people even knew it was out. And the AI in it, basically the game heavily relies that you play online with friends, because playing with randoms is not always great, and the game's AI, what do you call your teammate or your partners in it, they're a bit rubbish. But that game was severely underrated for sure, and I'd say it's probably the closest we've got to a proper Colonial Marine style Alien game, because Colonial Marines itself was terrible, right? But I still think Dark Descent is a really good game in regards to like it being a sort of semi-strategy game. But yeah, I really enjoyed that too. But the ending of that game was shit. The rest of the game, ignore the ending and just play the game. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. The atmosphere in it as well is something else. My mate had a nightmare about Aliens Dark Descent. He hated it that much. What, did he hate it because he didn't like it, or is it because it scared him? Because that is, it's the sort of thing what would give me nightmares. The game was pretty creepy, if I'm honest. It had a quite an intense, stressy atmosphere to it. He's Terrifier the clown. The clown from the movies Terrifier, is that what you mean? I've not seen the movies, so I don't know who he is. More of a nightmare about Freddy Krueger when I was a kid. Fits quite well if you know the films. Yeah, because I had recurring nightmares for years about Freddy Krueger. I think is it the third film, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, where is it Johnny Depp's character that he gets through the waterbed, where he comes through the waterbed? The nightmares from that, Jesus Christ! I won't touch. I still to this day won't sit on a waterbed. I won't sleep on one for sure. That clowns from It. I can't stand clowns because of the It movie, the original one. And what else? What else was it? There's another Freddy one where he's in the dream. He's got all like the veins and tendons or something, like a puppet. I think it's a Freddy film. Like all your tendons, he's got them stuck out of your body, and he's using you as a marionette. Jesus, they scared the shit out of me as a kid. Do you like 28 Days Later? Are you going to see the new one? Yes, I will see the new one for sure. I liked the first movie, really. In fact, I loved the first movie. The sequel was good, but not as good. But yeah, I will see the new one for sure. I'm surprised it took them this long to make it. I had a nightmare once while watching a Steven Seagal film. He was shouting up at my window. I think anything with Steven Seagal and it's just instant nightmare fuel, right? Steven Seagal, I mean, I call every seagull I see now in the area, I call them all Steven, and because of that bloke. But yeah, he's not the best with acting, is he? I think he's quite a bit weird these days too. Birdie, we shall see. Birdie, have some more faith, honestly. You've got 6 months left, yeah. I'm sure you'll find another game, at least one game in 6 months. Oh, mate, just caught you live. I was playing Fist of the North Star. You're right, Kev. How we doing? We were just on about you. We're shooting FIFAs. Have you shot any yet? I'm quite curious. I know you were ill from the insect bite. I hope you didn't have to go back into hospital again and get to shooting FIFAs. But no matter what, mate, get well soon, my friend. 29, 25, 32. Nice, Joseph. That's amazing. Is that Kaz that knows Giz and Johnny? I don't know Giz and Johnny are. Really love OST. It's 25. 25 years old or 25 inches. 25 inches is a good size. I'd be happy with that if you mean inches. TV, that is, before anyone starts getting weird ideas. Well, Dan is quite addictive. Oh, Ken's Rage, I get it. A free GameCube style controller. Everyday inspirations. You can have a free game style controller if you go and buy one. Then it will be free after you've paid someone for it. No, he just utterly loved Aliens Dark Descent. Blunt, see, I enjoyed it for what it was. The story was cack, and the ending was even more cack. But the gameplay itself, I enjoyed. But I can see why people hate it if you're more into the more in-depth unit handling of these RTS games. I guess it's more hands-off feel, might be a bit disappointing for some people, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I just love the Alien franchise, so I'll play anything with Alien in the title, even if it's shite. It has ruined clown profession forever, as well as all the all the P word who were in it. I don't know what you mean. I'm assuming this isn't about the Terrifier film. Probably seen as I could barely watch it. Yes, Kaz. I'm pretty sure it's a Freddy Krueger film, right? Is it the fifth one? Fourth one? I can't remember. There's that many of them. Oh, Freddy 6. Jesus. Freddy 6? How many films is there? Oh, the PlayStation nostalgia. Yes, Mr. Andrew. I'm all about the PlayStation nostalgia. I'll never get my head out of the 90s. I really won't. The 90s and the very early 2000s were a vibe, and the gaming to me reached its peak at that time. So yes, PlayStation 1 is king in my mind. I just recovered from the bite. Gonna do an update video later. Yes, Kev, I'm interested to see, mate. I hope you're getting better with it as well. Have you not shot no FIFAs yet then? Because I know you've got quite a few to shoot. Both. Osama bin queefing. Whip it out. Whip what out, Osama? Because if you're on about something else, the answer's no. This is YouTube. If you want to go watch that stuff, Pornhub.com would be the place you need to go. Stop asking silly stuff like that. I watched all the original Elm Street movies and even previous Jason Miller, got bored of them. So I enjoyed the old Halloween films over with the new ones. Again, horror stuff. I haven't watched any of them for many years. I mean, I know the Freddy films became more comedy-like, I believe. So I should probably give them a try. I doubt they'll scare me these days, but you never know. I'm easily scared. So I will watch them if someone tells me where I can stream them, because I don't want to search that stuff. Because I just don't like having searches on my history for things I won't watch. Is there somewhere to stream them, or do I have to go and buy them on DVD? What's my favorite game of each PlayStation generation? PS1, there's no one favorite. There's quite a few. I've mentioned already. Vagrant Story and Future Cop LAPD stand out. PS2, Gran Turismo 4, because it's just where pretty much that whole generation, that's pretty much all I played. PS3, Modern Warfare 2, because that's all I played. PS4 and 5, Days Gone and Days Gone Remastered. There we go. I'm pretty easy for games. I'm not really one to go, this is my all-time favorite, and I'm stuck to that. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into it. I did that with PS3, played nothing but Call of Duty, and as a consequence now I'm collecting PS3 games as well, because I missed so many games of that generation. And I know the same could be said for PS2, but I don't want to go down that road, because there's thousands of them games. Do you ever see that Wes Craven Nightmare one? Kez, no, I don't know. Is that did you mean, is it the New Nightmare or Final Nightmare or something? I'm not sure. I've seen a couple of Freddy films, but I don't know which ones I've seen in terms of oh yeah, that was number 2 or that was number 3. So like I said, I can't even remember what film the waterbed scene was from. Birdie, is there any PS1 games you would own at least 2 of them as a backup? I have 2 Lost World Jurassic Parks. Um, that's not a bad thing to suggest, but I don't want to have two copies of something. But I'd probably say Vagrant Story would be the one game that I'd had. If I had 2 copies, I'd probably keep that because that game is just gold, and I don't even care. I know it's not an expensive, and I know it's not rare, but it's just a really, really good game. 8 Freddy movies soon to be now. They're releasing a 9th one. I didn't even know they still released them. I mean, didn't the one that came out a few years ago, the remake, didn't it do really bad? I've no idea. I don't keep up to with movies either. Osama bin queefing. Look, I know you said that I weren't gonna whip it out, but this is the wrong place. You know, if you want me to do that, what shall I sign up to OnlyFans? But even if I did, you have to pay for that luxury. I ain't gonna just whip it out for free, am I? Be realistic. We'll be destroying FIFAs this week. Yes, Kev. You, my friend, are gonna make loads of copies of FIFA rare in the future. I mean, it sounds daft, but you want to do it with whatever the first FIFA was on each console. Because I know the last ones on every console tend to be worth money for some reason. So you want to get like a copy of, is it FIFA 08 on the PS3? I think that was the first FIFA, right? Just get loads of copies of that and destroy it. You'll drive prices up. You have monopoly on it. Why not? Rob Zombie did some remakes. I remember the El Super Beasto film was a proper weird one. I did. Didn't he remake one of the? Is it not Friday the 13th? Halloween. I remember he did one of them. But again, it's horror movies. I can't do this to myself. I can't watch them because I will just give myself nightmares. So I'm just having a drink again. I've got dry mouth. Yeah, it was a spin-off one from Nancy and from England playing himself. Different Freddy. Oh, right. Again, see, I have no idea. Donald, I'm just driving home. You've got a surprise in your messages. I did, Donald. You better not be messaging me while you're driving, my friend. As for the surprise in my messages, it did pop up when I went live, but I slid it off because obviously I can't listen to a voice message while I'm live. If I could, I don't know how, by the way. Do you have all the Hugo games? Kev, I don't. I've only got 3 of the 6. I know these 6, but I've only got... Sorry, I'm just sat really awkwardly. Oh, sorry, I'll just get them out. Hugo, The Quest for the Sunstones. I don't know, is that number 6, that one? Hugo, Frog Fighter. I think that's number 3 or 4, is it? And then I've got Hugo 2. So I've only got 3 of the 6, my friend. But I do plan on getting them. I plan on getting all of them eventually. FIFA 09 going to go from 50 to 50. Yes, that's what he should do, is get the first FIFAs on a system, 360, PS3, PS4, whatever, and just destroy loads of them. And that will drive the price up for sure, because, I mean, ain't nobody currently wanting those games at the minute, so destroy them, and I guarantee you in another 10 years' time, people will be wanting them. And I know that is probably the case, because some of the FIFAs on the PS1, FIFA 96, I find that quite expensive on Vinted for some reason these days. I don't think anybody's shooting it, though. I just think it's so old, people tend to bin it, don't they? The new Alien TV show is coming out soon. Yes, I'll be watching it, but the problem I'm not sure I've got with it yet is, are they releasing it weekly? If they're releasing 1 episode a week, I can't do that crap. I like to binge stuff, so I'll leave it until it finishes, and then I'll watch the whole show in 1 day. So then the story's all fresh. But yes, I will watch it. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I've got reservations, considering Alien Romulus was a little bit not very good. I just want them to make another good Alien film. Just make Aliens 2. That'll do. And then you've got a good movie again. New Nightmare was the expanded universe released after Freddy's Dead 6 and the final name. Jesus, yeah, I'm just confused with them all now. There's a lot of Freddy films, so I couldn't keep up with that. I can't remember the order of the Hugo games. Yeah, because I think 2 is the only one with a number after it. I don't even think Hugo 3 got a number after it, so it's all just names of the game after. But either way, I've got 3 of the 6, mate. Where am I up to? The Juco, thumbs up. How do, my friend? Access Area 6, FIFA 14 on PS2 is expensive. Yeah, but on PS3, FIFA 14... FIFA 14 is on the PS2? Give over. I didn't even know that. I thought... Hang on. So the PS4 was out in 2013. So whoa, that's crazy. I didn't know that was on PS2. So that reason I imagine that one is expensive, because who the hell's still playing PS2 at the death of the PS3 generation? Mad. I did not know that. Get rid of the 2000s FIFAs all you want. League 1 leads cannot be seen in gaming. I don't know what you mean by that, Blunt, in regards to getting rid of 2000. Is that because leads were lower down, or they were crap, or what? I'm not sure what you mean by that. There's many Alone in the Dark remakes. Yeah, Birdie, there's a lot of Alone in the Dark games. I have all the ones on the PS1, though. Last FIFA of each console. Yes, Birdie, they tend to be the last ones on each console, which is, funnily enough, I paid 50p for a copy of PES 2014 in the charity shop the other day, and I know you might look at this and go, "Oh, what are you showing me that for?" It's got FIFA 18 disc in it, though. I might just do a mackerel special and print out a new sleeve for it, and then I've got FIFA 18, because I begrudge paying more than a quid or two for an old football game. It just doesn't sit well with me at all. I don't know why, because I know games get valuable and stuff, but football, come on, it's outdated. I haven't seen the 2010 one. I do like Jackie Alien Watchmen, though. I think he plays a great... Oh, he plays a great... Is he the guy who played Freddy in the new movie, then? I mean, I thought the scene in the prison with Rorschach was good. I didn't really like Watchmen, but I think it was based on comic, wasn't it? So it's just not my... I don't think I got it the way most probably would have done. FIFA 19 was last game on PS3, and that is 25 quid. Game's over. Jesus, 25 quid for FIFA 19. Ooh, they're fucking hell in their right mind is paying that money. I mean, this is the problem with full setting systems, is you've got to pay money for utter shite. But this is probably why I will never fully complete the PS3, because there's a lot of games that I look at and I'm like, no, I don't really want to pay. Like say 25 quid for FIFA. No, I won't even pay that for the new ones, let alone the old ones. Ninja, please help me, please help me. If your dream's a PS5, right, I'm afraid I can't help you, my friend. But what I could suggest is you get your ass off YouTube, get a job, and save up for one, instead of begging, you know. Yeah, PS2 went right up until... Jesus, Kev. I didn't know PS2 they were still making games for PS2 in 2014. 4,000 horror movies. I'm very poor. You might be Ninja, I'm sorry, mate, but asking people on the internet to help you buy your dream, it's not going to how you do it, is it? Work. That's a way to get your dreams. Madden was on PS2 until 2012. Jesus. Was anybody still playing those games at that time? I mean, PS3 had been out, what, 5 years at that point? To be fair, it's no doubt different from now. They're still releasing PS4 games, and PS5's what, 5 year old now, 6 year old, something daft like that. So yeah, it is what it is. I see it now. PES 14 on PS3 is also expensive. Did I do better getting a copy of FIFA 18 then, or would I have done better getting a copy of PES 14? Either way, I feel a bit conflicted. Not sure about the new one, but the 2010 one. I didn't know that, Kez. I really didn't. I am, like I say, I'm out of touch with movies in general, but horror movies, they're very niche to me, and I don't want nightmares. PS2. Oh yeah. The PES 14. Oh, PES 14 was on the PS2 as well. Jesus. The new Freddy. I think Tom Hardy would be a good choice for Freddy. Oh no, 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 no. Tom Hardy's fairly short and muscular, isn't he? I think they need someone a bit taller and more gangly for Freddy. I don't think Tom Hardy would make a good Freddy at all. That's my opinion. I was looking and found FIFA 19 for only €4 at Cabo. Jammy sausage. That's probably €3 more than I'd be willing to pay for it. And I know it's got value to it, but again, a game that came out 6 years ago, I couldn't justify spending. I mean, €4 fair enough, but anything more than that's a no from me. No way I would pay that much for a FIFA game. That's it, Lady. It's crazy how people decide a game that came out at the death of a console is worth money. I play Freddy a lot on Dead by Daylight. Functionally, it's the 2010 Freddy. Guess they couldn't get the rights to Robert England. I don't know why they won't be able to get the rights to him. I mean, surely the guy would like to be in a game, no? So I don't know. Maybe you're right. I have no idea when it comes to that sort of thing. He's a similar height to the character. Well, I see what you're saying, but I don't know. I don't know. I just feel Tom Hardy wouldn't fit that role. But then I could be massively wrong. I mean, I don't really rate him that much of as an actor anyway. In certain films, I think he was Venom. I didn't like that at all. But he was okay in was it the Voodoo thing? I can't remember the name of it. It might not even be called Voodoo. Some old English story anyway. It's bad enough Peter Dinklage is the new Toxic Avenger. Give over. Please no. Peter Dinklage. Anybody but him. And either reason why people of that stature, let's just say, don't get employed in Hollywood no more. Because I'm pretty sure the Snow White movie was supposed to cast people of that stature. And I apologize if these are the wrong words to use, but I don't want to use the other words. I don't know what the right word is, so I apologize for that. But I'm pretty sure he said it was backwards to have people of stature in the movie. So Disney went with some weird group and then Woker's shite group, and then they ended up using CGI, which that did well for the movie, right? Didn't it lose like millions, hundreds of millions even? FIFA 23 was the last FIFA game. Yes, it was. So I imagine that will hold value as well in the future, because now it's FC in it. So yeah, you're probably right there. That'll probably be valuable in future. So listen to Kev now. Get copies of FIFA 23 now while it's cheap. In future, you'll be thanking him for it. Kev knows he was the one who bought physical copies of Fortnite that are worth God knows bloody how much now. So Kev's like the gaming oracle for sure. He was great in Mad Max. Yes, I forgot about that. I don't know, maybe I didn't get into that film all that much. But yeah, he was good. He was good in that. All the PS1 games look like heaven. Smokey, there's more than what the camera just shows. There's all of that. Obviously, there's behind me there. There's some there, and then there's more down yonder, and that goes all the way from that side to this edge behind me. Well, you're just seeing a small portion of it. What do you think about the corona vaccination? Wow, DePrada, you're asking a touchy one there, let's say. I never had the vaccination. I don't believe. I'm dropping stuff now. Apologies while I pick this up. Anyway, back on subject. God, this is a question and a half to ask on a stream, innit? I honestly don't know what to say. I don't want to upset people, but I didn't believe in the vaccine. I don't think they can, medical science takes years, and I mean years, to fully test and understand a vaccine. And it was funny how this just basically seemed like a big race between all these big pharma companies to get it out first. So that's my 2 cents. I won't go more on it because I don't want to upset people, because I know people have different beliefs about coronavirus and stuff, but I just think it's another form of a cold and flu virus that we all should be exposed to get natural immunity. That's my opinion. Mad Max game is great, made by Just Cause. I enjoyed what I played of it. I only played a good couple of hours, but I do want to give more time to it and finish it. It's just a shame the stupid online component's been turned off now, so even if I enjoy the game, I can't platinum it, even though I don't really care for that anymore. But yes, Kev, you are the gaming oracle for sure. Hardy's best performance was Bronson. I've never seen that film. Honestly, when it comes to films, I'm so out of kilter. I mean, the first time in a long time I went to the cinema was Alien Romulus. Yeah, I've not been into movies since, like, let's just say the mid 2000s, and I don't bother with movies so much. I watch them if they're there, but I'm not clued up on them. I'm not, say, someone like the Critical Drinker who watches movies and knows movies like the back of his hand. I'm just sat here like, tell me a movie to watch and I'll watch it. I watched a movie called Big Man on 4 on demand, starring Liam Neeson and Will Connolly. Unemployed man becomes a street fighter. I've not seen that, but Liam Neeson, it's not Liam Neeson basically just reprising his role from Taken again, is it? Because he's done a lot of movies since Taken that have all just been, I have a particular set of skills type movie. What is your favourite PS1 game? Oh no. Yeah. Favourite Jurassic Park on WH. I don't know what WHS is. I apologise for that. Who said that? I'm sorry, Smokey. But I've mentioned a few times Future Cop LAPD and Vagrant Story are just 2 of my favourite all-time PS1 games. There's too many to pigeonhole into one game, if you know what I mean. Yes, Bronson movie was good. Yeah, I've not seen it. If you reckon if it's good, I will put that on my. In fact, I will write that down on a piece of paper right now. Bronson to watch. There we go. I've written it down. Look, Bronson watch. So I'll watch it tonight. Is it? Please tell me. Is it streaming on Netflix or Amazon or something? Maybe I'll find it on one of them if it is. Has liked him in Peaky Blinders as well. My dad binged all of it in about 2 weeks. I'm gonna drop one here that people might not like to know either. I have only ever watched 2 episodes of Peaky Blinders. The first 2 episodes, couldn't get into it, couldn't get the hype around it, and because everyone were hyping it up, I think that kind of put me off from watching it. Should I watch that as well? Hello from Canada, Madman CEO. Hello, my friend. How is Canada today? Hopefully not cold. Did I like Romulus? Yes and no. I was happy to see an Alien movie in the cinema again. That wasn't as bad as the AVP crap that they released. but I was disappointed that it felt too much like the director just wanted to please the Aliens fans by putting in pretty much every line from Aliens as Easter eggs in there, like the Andy, is he named, the robot, where he kills the alien and is like, "Stay away from her, you bitch." Why? Why did they need to even feel that the actor put that in? I mean, I get it in the context of the movie, he gets called a bitch a lot, but it just felt like, oh, face in hand moment. But yeah, there was some good parts, but for most of it, I didn't really like it. I expected more, let's just say. Did you get my reply back? I didn't. My PSN for contacts. No, Mister Magoo. Sorry, mate. No. If you're on Instagram, my username on there is the same as it is on here. So another normal Yorkshireman is my Instagram. Hit me up on there if you can. Worst case scenario, message me on the PlayStation. If you've got a PlayStation app or whatever, a PlayStation account, my username on there is normal Yorkshire 1. So send me a message again, because I know on YouTube sometimes comments get deleted if YouTube don't like it for whatever reason. Are you bricked up off the honey pack, lad? What the hell is a honey pack in a bacon? And I don't know what being bricked up means. I really don't. Just talk English to me so I can understand what you mean instead of coming out with weird lingo. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Is supposed to be some street talk? Big Man was a recent one. It was released in the... Oh, was it? Oh, then Shoot the Glass. I've never heard of that movie. I'll have to look that up. If it's a 90s movie, I will definitely look that up. Because you don't use Instagram. If you use the PlayStation, try and message me on there. It sucks that YouTube doesn't have a messaging system. But yeah, if you can message me on PlayStation, do that, please. Then we can communicate that way. Or just post a comment to one of my just one of my random videos, so I get the notification on my phone, and then we can talk on that particular link, I think, until YouTube decides to shit the bed and delete it again. VHS movie. I saw it on your shelf. Oh, the VHS here is Jurassic Park. Yes, that's the only VHS I own, by the way. I don't collect for it. I don't even own a VHS player. I just thought it was cool to keep a copy of Jurassic Park. Why not? I once read that Tom Hardy always has a voiceover. He never uses his own voice, apparently. Does he? I can't say I know at all. But then saying that, I remember a few years ago he was filmed naked down in Cornwall in a place called Charlestown, and apparently he has a really small willy as well. Not that I care or even want to know that sort of information about Tom Hardy, but it is what it is. I want to get every version of Final Fantasy in PAL and Japan, but it's expensive to ship to the States. I'm not sure why you'd want the PAL ones, because they're pretty much the same as the NTSC ones, no? Apart from slower frame rates. The Japanese ones, though, I can understand. The artwork's usually a lot better on those. The PAL ones will run at 50 hertz. I think they're like the most inferior versions of PS1 games. I quite like hidden gems when it comes to movies, particularly if they're old British ones. You know, some Shoot the Glass. I like obscure as hell movies. I saw a trailer for a film. Jesus, I think it came out 11 years ago now. It Follows, I think it's called. It Follows. Yeah, It Follows. I saw a small snippet of it on Twitter, and I know it's a horror movie, but it intrigued me to watch it because there was a scene where the girl had her hair dragged up, but she could see the things, but the people around her couldn't. Should I watch that? Is that a proper horror movie or is it shit? and did I watch probably the best bit in the trailer bit? I had fun. Predator had quite a fun game on PS2. The only Predator game I've got on PS2 is the Alien vs Predator game. Is it Extinction? It's like a strategy game. I remember that being pretty fun, but I think if you play as the alien or the Predator, it's pretty much game over. This you can't lose, if I remember rightly. Bros bricked up. Another one using words that make no sense. Please tell me what bricked up means. I would love to know what bricked up means. Rare, red, and cyan controllers. Chicago, I don't know what you mean by that. If you're on about these controllers up there behind me, they're not rare in particular. They're just silly money. The red one in particular, anyway. The green one's cheap. Oh, I didn't know that. Hello there. Hello. Oase? I'm terrible with names. Yeah, I heard he got little tackle. See, Kev. But women still love the bloke, so there's hope for us yet. I'm looking for a few movies that were only released in England. What movies in particular, Joseph? Because there's quite a few English movies. Look for the Confessions of series if you want some weird British old movies. Just sent friend request. Oh, on PlayStation. Nice one, mate. I'll go on there after this live and respond to you on there. It Follows is very good. I'll give it a watch, but if it's a horror movie, I'll wait until my wife's here so we can watch it together. So I can share the shit your pants moments, if you like. He's a predator. He's a predator-looking Irishman, Ed Sheeran. Okay, Kirk. Ed Sheeran's not Irish. So I don't quite get what you mean by that. If you're just trying to troll with nonsense words, you keep having fun, my friend. If it works for you, then you do you. The newest Speak No Evil is very good. Is that the Speak No Evil film? Is that the? Oh no, I'm thinking of something completely different. I was thinking about the Smiling one. I saw a small snippet of the first film with the weird creature that climbs into people. That was just more like what the hell than scary. Nice wall, bro. Thank you, Rosen. It's took me some time to get it, but there's a long way to go yet to get more. Howling 7. I've never heard of that film, Joseph. Dead Man's Shoes, brilliant British movie. I've not seen that, Kev. I've not heard of it either. Is it an old one? It Follows is horror. Great watching with people who get easily scared. Right, so that would be me. I'm the easily scared one. And my eldest child, she's 16 now. She's keen into horror movies. And when she comes to visit in the summer holidays, she usually makes us watch one or two horror movies. And that's how I ended up seeing Conjuring 2, and that scared the life out of me. There's another horror movie with the red devilly face guy where he's behind another geezer talking at the table. I remember that scaring the shite out of me, and the doll, Annabelle, I want to say, which is creepy because my little girl's got a doll called Annabelle, so I cover the thing over every time I see it. Bricked up is like your constipation. Thank you, Spiky Panda, for telling us. Do I look constipated? Because I'm really not. I'm a little warm. I'm contemplating taking my hoodie off. That's about as much. Other than that, I'm pretty chill. Trust me, I don't have constipation. I don't need help with shitting. Russell Crowe, early film Romper Stomper is a classic skinhead film. Worth watch. I've heard of that film, Magoo, but I haven't seen it. Select moderators, Wayne. Kev, tell me how I do that, mate. How do I put moderators on? You know, because you did it. I think I probably need some to get rid of the weird comments, don't I? I don't know how you do it. I'm friends with the family of the first Conjuring film is based in Joseph. Really? That's a good. That's crazy. Yeah, The Conjuring scared the pants out of me. Where am I at? Oh yeah, I watched Smile one. I enjoyed it, but wasn't looking to catch the second one. The actor was pretty good in the first one. It was a good concept for. Yeah, see, that I like the idea when they try something new for a horror film. But when I saw the little clip, I think it's near the end, and it's supposed to be like the reveal of the monster or something. But it just looked daft to me. I just looked at it and I laughed. If I was supposed to be scared, then no, I wasn't scared. Um, a film that probably scared me more than it should have done as well was oh God, she is it? Oh God, it's a horror movie where she gets there's a Romanian, I think she is, or a gypsy or something. She gives her a button, I think, because she refuses a woman alone or something, and she gets pulled into some train tracks or something. Um, I know that's quite an old, I think Sam Raimi film. I can't remember the name. I watched that and that scared the shit out of me. Don't ask me why. That's it. Drag Me to Hell. Um, Stephen Graham does some good ones. I didn't see This Is England until recent. Yeah, Stephen Graham is good in most things he's in. I'll give you that for sure. I watch a lot of BBC shows. See, I don't because I don't want to. I don't watch TV. I never watch live TV. I just don't see the point. Nothing on live TV ever takes my fancy, so I spend more time on internet than I probably should, to be honest. Click on the message that you don't like. Oh, is that how I moderate the comments? Is it? Well, if I see more ridiculous comments like that, now I know. Let me just highlight it. So, oh yeah, the three dots when I highlight it. I get it. I'll figure it out, Kev. I'm new to all this, so one step at a time, mate. I'll do it. I'll do what post-war? I don't know what that means. If you're on about moderators, I don't know yet. My favorite horror movie is The Thing. Amazing practical effects even today, done by Rob Bottin and designed Robocop suit. Oh, I didn't know he did that. But yes, The Thing. Some of it holds up quite well by today's standards. Not all of it. I know one of the deleted scenes doesn't look good at all because I think they used stop motion for it. It looks shocking. I was also friends with the Warrens who did the investigation. Oh Jesus! They actually real people then? The Warrens? I didn't know that. Where someone claps in the wardrobe. Yeah, I think the scene from one of the Conjuring movies. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's the second one, and it's got some like clown or character in like a black and white pinstripe suit, I think, and he's like all upside down and twisted. I think I'm getting weirded out just talking about it. The Conjuring scene with someone classic. Yeah, Drag Me to Hell. Yep, that's the one. Hey mate, have you ever watched Midnight Express from 1975? I have not. I have not watched Midnight Express. I've never heard of it either. I mean, 1975 is a bit before my time. I'll probably check it out at some point though, if it's worth having a look for. Drag Me to Hell got it on DVD. I won't watch it again because I know it's just another film where I'll shit my pants. So I just don't want to. I'm like I say, I'm too old to have nightmares from what are caused from horror movies. I feel like maybe I should have desensitized myself when I was younger, but the Poltergeist and Freddy movies when I was a kid, they scared the shit out of me, and I can't watch movies with ghosts in because of Poltergeist, and then obviously the Freddy thing. So it's dreams, you fall asleep and it gets you. No, 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 no. That's just not for me. I think I've caught up to the comments now. I believe. Oh god, there's more. Oh, did I love the first 7 Doctor Who's. I only ever watched the Christopher Eccleston series, and then I just dipped after that, and I never got back into watching it. I never even watched the old ones because it was never really my thing. I always thought it was quite campy, let's say, and it's the way it was handled, quite low budget cheese. I might be looking at it all completely wrong, but sci-fi stuff never really grabbed me. I was never into Star Trek or Star Wars, either for that matter. I think There we go. A controversial take for the day for some of you folk. I think Star Wars is shit. I do not like Star Wars. I do not like the whole love for it. I don't get it. And I know this will piss some people off. And if it does, I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. I do not like Star Wars at all. And even more so, the modern ones are absolute trash. Did I finish Red Dead 2? I did. The worst part for me for finishing that is the bit where you get, is it the lung disease, where when basically when you die and you go to that mission where you know where you get it from. Every time I play that game and I play that mission, I refuse to play that mission because I don't want him to go, basically to die. But I know it's a part of the game. It is what it is. But yeah, it's crazy that that's the part that kills him in the end. But yeah, I loved that game. It was really good. Chris Roberts, yes, they were. Have you got Rugrats game? Yes, Rosin. I hope I'm saying your name right, or Roshin, one of the two, I believe. I've got all 4. I'll show you. I'll put my light on because it's getting a bit dark now. So, is that too much light? If that's too much light, please say. I'll turn it down. Rugrats games. It's a weird ask. No one's ever asked to see Rugrats games before. Rugrats the movie. What's that? Search for Reptar. I know that's the one that a lot of people like. Studio Tour and the Totally Angelica one. So yes, I've got all 4 Rugrats games on PS1 for my sins. The Thing from Another World will make you laugh. Is that one of those like horror movie sort of things that's like Critters and Gremlins, what are not really horror? They've got comedy vibe to them. Ghosts are okay. No, they're not. They're not at all. I mean, I don't believe in them. That's one thing. But in movies, in horror movies, when it's always weird shit going on, I remember a film from back when I was young. I'm pretty sure it's called The Entity, where this woman, she gets assaulted by a ghost all the time, like at night, and they try to do some experiment to capture it or to see it or something. I remember seeing that film and noping the hell out. I didn't sleep for a week with that. And I still, to this day, will not sleep with my foot hanging over a bed because of certain movies. Got some here, and you talk. What, ghosts? No, thank you. Oh yeah, he reminds me of the villains from Little Nightmares. Pretty cool horror games, but I don't scare it all. More atmosphere. What about Harry Potter? What, have I got the Harry Potter games, guys? If that's what you mean. The whole 2 of them. There you go. They're the only ones on PS1. I don't mind showing you the games. If there's any games you want to see, if I've got them, I'll show you. Not a problem. Just got the Rugrats in Paris PS1 game from the car boot for £1. Nice one, Paul. That's a good find, to be fair. I think the Rugrats games are at least a tenner for each one of them, I think. Red Data Herbalist 9-1 15 done by Sweden. Oh, is that an achievement / trophy in the game where you've got to find all the plants or something, I'm guessing? If so, dedication, mate. I can't be bothered with those find a million of a meaningless item in a game challenge anymore. One that drove me insane was Infamous 1 on the PS3. I think there's like 300 of them blast shards to collect, and one of them was, I got down to like 1 left, and it took me months to find that bugger. And I was going up and down buildings, clicking the scanning button on the game. Fucking tedious. And none of them did much for you in the game anyway. It's cool. All that nostalgia. What game do I want the most? Oh, there's a few games I want, like really, really want. Like a Zigga Zigga, Spice Girls. But I don't know, there's some expensive ones I really want, but there's some that are not all that expensive. Like it sounds daft, there's a game called Qbert, on this system, and I want that just because then I've got all of the games that start with a Q. So this is this is a big area of what I do and don't want. Mega Man Legends, show it. I've only got one Mega Man Legends game. Mega Man Legends 2, I don't have the first one. And funnily enough, it's the only Mega Man game I have. Because all of them are ridiculous price as well. Where are we up to? Did you pick up the new Rugrats one? Oh, no, not the new one, the new games. No, I'm not. I mean, I'm a bit past Rugrats at my age, to be honest. The PS1 ones had a bit of nostalgia, but after that, no, I'm not bothered. We had Driver. I've got Driver 1 and 2. Symphony of the Night 1 for £1 at a charity shop complete. So, Mr. Magoo, that's amazing. I paid a lot of money for Castlevania Symphony of the Night, more than I really want to talk about. Pong was really fun. Yeah, I've got Pong. It's a really old game as well. I know one of Harry Potter's is quite expensive on PS2. Fun. Yes, it's the first ever one. Is it Philosopher's Stone? Or they call it something else in America? I don't know. But yeah, it's the first movie tie-in on the PS2. Is ridiculous money. No idea why. You have the Vigilante games. Do you mean these ones, Vigilante 8 and Vigilante 8 2? If that's what you mean, then yes, I have them. Tony Hawk's one of my favorite. Yes, Tony Hawk's is great, still great to this day, and I've got all 4 on the PS1. Up the half pipe through the glass. Yeah, there's so many memories on the Tony Hawk's games, especially the first 2, like the school on the second one. Is it Area 51 where you get the alien ship on the first one? There's loads of, and the dam where you go down the dam. I think that's number 2 though. Hello, pal. Hello, Manchester Retro Gaming. How are we doing, my friend? I hope you're having a good evening. Bank holiday weekend and all that jazz. Grind around. Tactics Ogre, you know you got that. I know it's rare. I don't think Tactics Ogre, mate, got a release in UK. I could be wrong. If it did, I haven't got it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's an American-only game, or it didn't come out in the UK at least, anyway. Gaming is not the same today. Console games from Temu? Oh, right, okay. I don't know what you mean by that, big Podia. Console games from Temu? Nothing on here, my friend, is from Temu, and nothing ever will be. I won't put money into that company either. Gaming's not the same today. No, it's not. Most games today, they're all either remasters or they're written by some political activist cosplaying as a game developer. Just look at how some of the modern games have gone and you'll see what I mean. Halo 3 and Modern Warfare 2 was peak. I'll give you that. That generation was probably the last of the great ones. PS3, 360 era. They've not been the same since, really. Did I know that Jews did 9/11? With a comment like that, my friend, no, I didn't know, and I don't care either, because I don't think Jews did it anyway. It's irrespective of what I think about that, it was a situation that happened nearly 24 years ago or something daft. So my opinions on that matter are irrelevant. But no, I didn't know Jews did it, if they did it. Well, I'm guessing they did everything wrong in the world, right? That's a subject for another day. After that, it died. Yes. Dick Tingle and Fanny Schmeller. Yeah, I think Fanny Schmeller was, I think she was a skier, I believe. You'll have to ask Bradley Walsh on that one. I'm sure he knows. Do I have Manhunt 2? Nope. I don't collect PS2 at all, and I won't pay that sort of money for a game that really isn't that good. More than saying that, I do pay silly money for rubbish games, but not on a system I don't collect for. Have you got Diver's Dream? Wow, now that's a good question. I don't know. Let me have a look. No, I do not. I do not yet own Diver's Dream. I believe it's on my list of games I want to get soon, though. I have original first generation Pong system. Nice. Is that the one where it was the plug in the TV with the little joysticks? I think even that's before my time. You've got the Dragon. Have you got Dragon Ball Z game? Only one of the two from the PS1. I think, yeah. There we go. Ultimate Battle 22. I don't have the other one. Is it Final Bout? I'm still yet to get that, and that's another cheap one. I know that's only like a tenner to buy that from CEX, I think, so it's not a rare game, so I'm still to get that. Are you trans? Right, for a stupid comment like that, you are, my friend, are getting blocked. Am I trans? Do I look it? Really? Do I look it? If I do, then there's obviously something wrong with you. Now I'm trying to figure out how to block your ass. Remove. See you later, my friend. Go troll someone else. I ain't interested. Right, let's get back to where we were. I can't stand people trying to troll me. It doesn't work for me at all. So if you want to troll me, go ahead, but do it elsewhere, because I don't entertain it. Alright, let's get back to some proper questions. Do I have Irked Adventure? Found that hard to get a few years ago. Probably worth. Is it called Herc's Adventure, or is it just called Hercules with a K? But either way, I don't think I've got that. I think the only Hercules game I actually own is the Disney one. So that'll be another one that'll be on the list of stupidly expensive PlayStation 1 games that I need to get. Lost all your PlayStation games. Damn, that sucks. I was contemplating as I'm collecting these of backing them up to a hard drive, because disc rot's very real, and obviously fires and stuff's a very real thing. I was considering it, but I won't play them digitally. I prefer to play them as they should be played, really. I'm struggling to enjoy my PS5. Mate, Kev, I haven't enjoyed PS5 since the day it came out. It's just a faster loading PS4 to me. The games, like, you get a PS4 and PS5 game of the same. So say Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone. They don't really look that much different side to side. And yeah, the PS5 to me is just a quicker loading PS4. I haven't noticed all that much of a graphical change. But again, that's just, I don't really care for modern stuff. So yeah, PS5 just didn't hit like a console generation did, like say the PS3 did, when that was, to me, the last generation where games were really good. Now it's all just, well, game devs have got no idea. Let's steal someone else's idea, or let's just make the same shit year on year. I mean, how many Call of Duties are we on now? 15, 16? When are they gonna bloody stop and just go, let's just update the game rather than release a whole new bloody game every year? Why is everyone asking for Manhunt 2? I'd love to know, Birdie. I really would. I am assuming it's just because a lot of people like it. And if that's the case, that might be why. I don't know. And now I've cocked up my screen here. I think I'm sorted it now. Modern technology baffles me. I remember seeing the clip. I used to love watching The Chase. Oh, the Fanny Schmeller thing. Yeah, I never watched The Chase per se, but I've watched those clips on, like, is it Facebook, where it comes up with videos and you can just skip through them. Schmeller, yes. Thumbs up. Yep. Oh, so now loads of comments. I thought I'd caught up to the comments and just come again. What's this rumor of Starfield coming to PS5? I'd love to know. I would love to know, but I'm not interested. It'll, like most of the Xbox games, I think. Well, I don't know. I know Forza only came out digital. Are they doing the same thing with all the Xbox games coming to PlayStation? I won't support digital, because that's the way the future is going to go, to a point where there won't be games to buy and trade anymore. And the more people that buy it, the more incentive these companies are going to go, right, sod off discs, we'll just do it digital and we've got all the money. You know, give them the opportunity to do so, and the monopoly is there, and that's it, done. We're fucked. As a consumer, we're fucked. And then they're raking it in because they get everything they want then. So I won't support it. Oh, Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? I'll be straight up honest with you, neither. I don't like fighting games. I'd say Tekken or Rival Schools. I'm not a fighting game fan at all, so I couldn't support either of those choices. Hi, brother. Are you in support of Trump? Whether I am or not, I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself, because I don't want to upset people, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are anti-Trump, and then there's those that are super pro-Trump. So what I believe politically, I'll keep my gob shut on that, because I'm never going to appease everybody, am I? So I'll just not bother answering that question. Click on the message gate. Yeah, I sorted that one, Kev. Thank you. How long have you been collecting PS1 games? A little over 2 years now, I believe it is, that I've been collecting these. But I've not just been collecting these in that time. I have been collecting other bits on the side. But yeah, about 2 years. I did want to say less than 2 years, but that'd just be daft. I'm pretty sure it's over 2 years now. Hello, I just found your channel. Butts Unplugged. Hello, my friend. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Funny name too. You only need two. Yeah, you only need 2 decent gaming systems. I agree. And I've got the PS3 and my PS1. That is the 2 I need, and all I want, really. I don't care about anything after or before. Oh yeah, that's where I am. Jody, yes, some silly comments. Look, these trolls all over the internet, and YouTube's rife with them. I get it. It's part and parcel of the internet, I guess. But yeah, I'm just being me, so I'll even acknowledge these stupid comments for what it's worth. I have a base PS5. A ton of games don't need PS5. Or yeah, there's no point in getting a PS5. There's not enough of a generational leap to make me have realistically. If I'd have done it now, if it had come out now, I'd have looked at it and gone, "There's not enough of a leap. I don't want to waste my money on it. I've got it at launch, so yeah, I've done it now, haven't I?" But in hindsight, I wish I'd not, because there's not been any game on PS5 that's made me go, real reason to own one. If anything, this generation's gone downhill with Sony upping the price of games, upping the price of their PlayStation Plus system so you can even play online. Didn't they increase the price of the console recently as well? Yeah, that's what you do halfway through a generation's lifespan. You increase the price. So why? Economics is not my thing, as you can tell. I wish I'd kept my PS1. Get another one, but unplugged. The cheapest chips now, and you can get 90% of them in existence are already mod chips, so you don't even have to buy the expensive games. Just get them on a disc, on a burnt disc. Gears is coming to PS5, and probably Halo. Yeah, I saw Gears, and I imagine Halo will too. Gears, I probably will play, because I did play the first Gears of War and I enjoyed it. Never played any other Gears of War game after that. Can't fight progress. Reed, I'd like to agree with you on that, but the problem is going to a digital future is not progress. That's regression, my friend. Dambro, what's behind you? PlayStation 1 stuff is what's behind me. My pride and joy, minus my children and my wife. Seems like the Xbox games that come on disc are for PS5 bases, just discs that download. Yeah, I heard that about Doom the Dark Ages. Is it like only 68 meg or something stupid is actually on the disc? It's just a key to play the game? No, thank you. That's not the future I want to go down. And if that's how Microsoft games are releasing on PlayStation, I'm staying the fucking hell way clear of that shit. I'm very happy with the games I already have for old consoles. Kev, same mate. PS1, I am having so much fun finding new games, playing new games that I missed even back then. So I don't need the modern stuff. Did I play N64 or Saturn? Yes, Shoot the Glass, I did. N64, a friend of mine introduced me to with GoldenEye and Mario Kart. I loved GoldenEye. That was the game that I even bought a Nintendo 64, and I've got another one upstairs with just GoldenEye. That was a peak game for me. As a late teen, when I was leaving high school, we used to twag off school to play N64 all the time. Sega Saturn, I played a couple of games on that, but then PlayStation just basically trounced it, and I never bothered again. One of my favorite PS1, Die Hard Trilogy. I mentioned that earlier in this stream, that Die Hard Trilogy was a perfect game. Not so much these days, but it's still fun, just doesn't look appealing. How did you get into collecting? I started on accident to begin with, just finding old stuff at charity shops. Funnily enough, because it was a similar thing for me, I was finding stuff cheap, and I wanted a few of the games I had when I was younger. I wanted them again. I just started getting nostalgia for my younger years, basically. So I bought a bunch of games that I wanted again, and then that were it. After that, I was just like, I want this one. I want to try this one. And then it just turned out to, you know what, sod it, I'm going to collect every PlayStation 1 game, because then I can say I can play whichever one I want. And that's how I decided to do it. I wanted so many, and then I kept seeing positive things about other ones, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's just get a load of them. Get them all, why not? Hello, Harshad Rain. Hello, my friend. A very rare used game called Mayhem. PS3. Mayhem, Kev. I want to say I've heard of it. I don't think I have, because that gen slipped me by. So we've been hooked on Call of Duty the whole time. But if it's a rare one, I'll probably get it later down the line. Quite cool. Got an American copy. What's your position on gnomes? I don't have a position on gnomes because they're just little pots that sit out in your garden. Go and ask someone else, someone with lesser intelligence, you stupid questions, please. Because that's not a... Come on, man. What are you doing with your life? The first 3 PlayStations are the best, and for that, yep, I agree, mate. I agree. Although PS4 does have a few decent games, like Days Gone, for example, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima. There is a few games on there that are good. Yeah, keep lots of NTSC copies. PAL is rare. Oh, I didn't know that, mate. There's lots of them. Oh, I get it now. I've seen PS1 and CEX. Yes, they do stock PS1 and CEX. I buy a lot of them from CEX. Oh, are you looking forward to GTA 6? I'm not. It's trying to be real. I'm not into gaming for realism. I'm into gaming for fun. I think that's the downfall of modern gaming. Now, you see, for me, I'm not bothered for GTA. GTA is one of those series of games where I've picked them up, I've played them for an hour, then I've actually seen all the games got, because it's literally just steal a car, shag a bitch, blow a car up, kill some people, do a mission from A to B, steal some shit, spend money on shit. I've played them all from the first ever one, and I'm at this stage in my life now with GTA 6, for example. I ain't buying that shit at launch. I ain't paying 100 quid for a game. I'll probably get it a year or two late. In fact, I'll probably just wait till they announce GTA 7 in 15 years bloody time and pay a $5 for it. I ain't in no rush for games anymore. I used to be one a few years ago that I'd buy a new game at release all the time. Now, fuck that, man. I just buy a game a few years down the line, or when it's cheap, or buy it second hand. I ain't supporting the modern gaming industry anyway, so it's irrelevant from my perspective. But yeah, I won't be paying £100 for a video game. Hell no. Physical games are much better than digital. I agree, although the only bonus to digital is that 9 times out of 10 you get they're all patched up. So if the internet's down, you've got the best version of the game, I guess. And for the lazy fuckers out there who can't be asked to get off their ass and change a disc, it's perfect. You know, digital, don't need to get off my ass to change your disc. But I'm from a generation where getting off your ass and changing games was just what you do. You don't think twice about it. Turns out that's too much to ask for most modern kids. What is it about the PS1 that you like over other systems? It's probably the best question of the day, that one, shoot the glass. This is the reason I've said this before. For me, PS1 was the dawn of, like 3D in gaming. Like, let's just say Tomb Raider, for example. I know a lot of people look at it and go, oh, it's a load of shit, blocky and all this crap. But you went from 2D sprites, 16-bit games, and yes, there was other 3D examples around at the time, but the home console market, and then they had games like Tomb Raider. The first Tomb Raider really opened my eyes as to what games could be. Yeah, not necessarily graphically, but everything else about the game. There was more to it than just what it looked like on the eyes. There was, the 3D aspect. And yes, that was the dawn of experimental games. You got loads of bloody games that they came out and they don't exist anymore, or games that came out and they still exist more. Resident Evil, for example. What we on now, Resident Evil 9, although it's probably, the next one's probably going to technically be the 15th game in the series or something stupid. FIFAs, and there's loads of games that came out on PS1 that are still around now, or people clamour for. Final Fantasy VII, people loved it so much it got a remake recently. People are crying out for Dino Crisis remakes. The original Resident Evils, as I mentioned earlier. Some of the births of some of the best games or series ever were on this console. So for me, that's what stuck around, and the dawn of the 3D era. Might sound daft to some people, but the slow loading times and all that shit, that doesn't bother me. It's just part and parcel of gaming, really. If loading times bother you, then gaming's not for you. I think the Reloaded PS1 game, excellent. Yes, Kev, I liked Loaded. Loaded was great. Reloaded, I didn't like as much. I don't know. I think it's just because it's more of the same, really. I still have Mega Drive and a Sinclair Spectrum. Jesus. I wouldn't even have anywhere for all that stuff. Or a Sega Mega Drive. I've got a jailbroken PS3 that's got every Mega Drive game as a ROM on it, and I don't even play that, so I wouldn't play a Mega Drive anymore. But then I only ever played football and Streets of Rage back in the day on that system. Never really bothered with much other games. I love Columns. I got addicted to Columns for a long time. It has a similar style to Mad World on the Wii, if you ever played it. Black and white, the colour is red for blood made by Platinum Games. Oh. What was the name of the game again? Sorry, I lost a little track there. I'll check that out. Sounds intriguing. You guys are watching a live stream. He was talking about, I'll go back to it and tell you his name. Said hi. What? Is this just another troll comment again, Timothy Fleming? I think I said I have 2 PSN mouse control, link cables, Namco guns, 3 PS1s, Molotov. I had all the stuff. Old age, yeah. That's it, Magoo. Old age gets to us all eventually, my friend. RDR2 kills GTA. I really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2. Not so much GTA. Although in GTA 4 I enjoyed. GTA 5 not so much. Where am I at? You say that, but you'll buy it when it comes out. No. If this is about Grand Theft Auto, I promise you right now, I put all of these games on the line here, and I will tell you now, I will not buy that game in the first 12 months of release. That is fact. I don't play modern gaming in anywhere near enough to warrant owning a game from day one. And I ain't justifying 100 bloody quid to spend on a GTA game when I can wait 12 months and pay 20, 30, 40 quid. It's a no-brainer. I think anybody who supports modern gaming these days, when the gaming companies are going, oh, look, you've been a member of PlayStation since day one. Here's what we'll do, reward you by saying next game you buy, it's costing you 70 fucking quid. Nah. And then do you think they want to up the game prices? Hell no. I ain't supporting the gaming industry a penny more if that's what they think that games are going to go up to, like 80, 90, 100 pounds. It's ridiculous. It's like the whole Nintendo Switch 2 scenario. Hell no. And if anybody buys a handheld console that's less powerful than a PlayStation 4 Pro and supports Nintendo doing this, they need the red reading. And I will say this, PlayStation Vita over Nintendo Switch. Any day. Yes, it's got less games, but mod that shit and you don't need it. Trust me. Get a Vita and mod it. Thank me later. Only RD. Yeah, Red Dead 3 would be a good game, to be fair, but they're all jammed up on that GTA Online cache, aren't they, nowadays? People are saying GTA 6 will be around 100 quid. Yeah, I think so, Kev. I really do. PS1 is fun. Yeah, PS1's my favourite. It's just games were a lot simpler. There was no political messaging. There was experimentation with all these games. I know it's not for everybody, but I enjoyed that time, that era of gaming, which you saw so many varieties of games that you just don't see today. Every game is either one of those Japanese anime girls dressed up in tiny little school uniforms going, or it's a shooting game, or it's a remake of a game that came out last week. You know, it's like gaming has stagnated and developers don't know what to do. Game companies kind of just feel like, you know, let's just ride it out. But I can feel another gaming crash coming. Maybe that's just how I'm seeing it, but I feel that will happen one day. And I play any of the. Yes, I did play the Net Your Rosie ones, beta. Rocks and Gems. I don't think I played that one, but I did play a few of them. And funnily enough, I do want to get one of those Net Your Rosie PlayStation 1s, but they are like $1.50 for a PlayStation 1 that's black. I could just spray paint one, but I know it's not the same. But yeah, it's ridiculous money. I want one. Mayhem. Columns spent hours on that. Mate, I lost loads of hours on Columns. It's an addictive game. And that music, an earworm. Can you almost hear it now? Everyone, great collection. Hope your day is fine. Joe Ron, my day is well, my friend. I hope yours is too. Because I played the first Red Dead recently. I thought it was great. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed Red Dead. And I didn't mind is it Undead Nightmare they released for it? I thought that was pretty cool too. I wish they'd have done something like that for the second Red Dead, but it's like the GTA, they chose to go the GTA Online cache because people are daft and they keep buying microtransactions for a game you can make money really easy in. Yeah, they gave up on Red Dead 2. I think even on the online, they don't even bother supporting it anymore. It's just crazy. £100 for GTA 6. I'll wait until it's cheap. That's the same. I won't support the gaming industry if they think they can start charging £100 for a game. I mean, I know I'm buying PlayStation 1 games where a lot of these are more than £100, but they never were when they were new. It's just now that they're in demand and they're rare and all that shit. But yeah, I buy them now like that. Now they're rare and stuff, but the modern gaming, if I basically go and buy GTA 6 for £100, I'm basically telling Rockstar that it's okay. It's okay, my friend. You keep releasing the next games, and the next game will be £150. And then Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they will all the other companies, Ubisoft and all the other developers out there, they'll look at that statistic and they'll go, shit, gamers are thick as fuck. Let's release every game at £100, and then maybe we can all be rich in this. I mean, yes, I know GTA will sell well at £100. I just know it will, because everybody auto buys that GTA. Same with FIFA, £100. That'll sell. But I think as gamers, we all need to stick together and say, no, it's not okay. It really is not okay to start charging £100 for a game. Because if we do support that, I'm telling you now, the next Grand Theft Auto will be £200. This is just how it works. It's economics, I believe. But again, I'm not a pro in that. But I know that by buying that game at £100, you're just telling them that that's fine. You keep releasing a £100 game, and then, you know, we'll keep supporting it. That's not the future for gaming. That's not for me. So I guess that's just how I see it. But I know everybody's got their own opinions and what they will and won't go for. Each to their own, different strokes for different folks and all that jazz. I might have missed a comment there. I'm so sorry if I have. Yeah, no, I haven't. I was quite disappointed with GTA 5, GTA 4. Yeah, I like GTA 4. GTA 5 just didn't feel right to me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the setting. Maybe it was the small changes to the physics engine, I guess. I don't know. But I didn't like 5 all that much. Why is this so few Western style games? There is Western style games, mate. There's a lot of them. But the problem is Western developers are woke as fuck. They've all got blue hair and bloody nose rings, waving the Palestine flags around. These are not game developers. They're political activists, and that's the problem with the modern gaming era. I know I'll upset people with these takes, I guess, but that's just how it is. I feel, and that's why modern games suck. Like even Eastern developers don't like what Western developers companies are forcing them to do. Like, is it the Suikoden or Suikoden remasters? They had to change the characters, or one of these old games. They made them put the characters to body type A and body type B, not male and female. For whatever reason, apparently having male and female wasn't acceptable, so it had to be body type A and body type B. I don't get it. It's not my thing, but that's the problem with Western developers these days. No, man, you got more games than GameStop itself. GameStop in 2008. I imagine they've got way more games than I have. Jeez, there's not even 1,000 behind me. I won't stay awake all night just to play Tetris. Mate, we've all done binges on Tetris, that's for sure. Freeware games came with demo disc. Yeah, someone released it. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of these Net Your Rosie demos kicking around. Some of them are quite expensive as well, aren't they? Watching you, mate. I have bought 3 and bidded on 2, PS4 and PS2. Oh, I'm sorry, Jody. Don't blame me, please. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. There is other YouTubers I watch, and they may talk about certain games, and then I start getting a little bit of, I really want that. I probably should get that. I'll get that, and then I've got it. You know, I do it. I fall into that trap. Gaming crash. I don't think the gaming companies know where to go. Yeah, I agree, Corey. It is very stagnant in the gaming market at the minute. There's too much division amongst people. Overall, they call it the left and the right, left wing, right wing. Why can't we all just get along and make things for the people that spend the money buying it? Like, for example, I know I use this as an example a lot, but it's a prime one. Is the Dragon Age Veilguard game. That was made for a very certain type of, let's say, demographic is the words there. It was made by someone in that demographic for people in that demographic. For people like me, the normal everyday gamer, as it were, it wasn't for me. So therefore, it failed because that demographic only makes up like, what is it, 1% or 2% of the whole population, let alone the gaming population. So developers need to pull their head out the clouds of that and make games for the people that actually buy them. And then we might see some good games again in the future. But until that happens, be prepared for more slop that comes out. It's terrible. It's written by an activist, and it turns out to be absolute shit. You know, like Veilguard, for example. Have you heard of Cindy's Fashion Mode? Absolute joke word. Yes, Kez, it's number 1 on my list of games to get. I know it's expensive because I almost spent £1,500 on a copy of it. Yes, it's silly money, but it's like the rarest game on the PS1, and it's rare for a reason. It's not rare because some YouTuber says it's rare. It's rare because it was pulled from sale back in the day. So it was pulled from sale and destroyed, or apparently destroyed. I don't know. We'll probably get frigging a pallet of it in a warehouse again, like they did with that horror game on PS2. Magically, a pallet appears, and now its price is cratered. Rule of Rose, that's it. But yeah, I know Cindy's Fashion World. It's an awful game as well. I've actually played it on my jailbroken PS3. I've got it on a ROM. I've played it. It's awful. But I haven't got the physical version. Not yet, anyway. Just picked up Astrobot, 25 quid, Atomfall, 22, and Gran Turismo 7, 20 minutes, more than happy to wait. Against you, but that's the thing, Dan. Just wait. Unless you're one that gets FOMO really easy, or you've got plans with your friends to play a game together. Say Call of Duty, I get it, or FIFA, because, you know, a lot of people play it together and stuff. But I guarantee you, when GTA 6 comes out, it won't have online ready, and if it is ready, it'll crash like shit, like GTA 5 online did. And you can't pay that. Who wants to pay 100 quid for a fucking video game? Let's be honest. I mean, I begrudge the 70 quid price structure for PS5. I won't. I just won't do it. Not when they go down in price super quick. Like I picked up Astrobot myself for 2 quid from a charity shop. I almost paid 55 quid for it at CEX a week prior to that. So I'm glad I didn't, because I've saved 53 quid. Yeah, it's okay, Corey. I got that there. I meant Western. Are you like red? Oh, I went on one of my little bloody anti-political rants there, and you were on about Westerns. Um, yeah, I don't know why they don't. I think probably because Red Dead 2 came out, and any other developer goes, we can't compete with this, and no game we'll ever make will be anywhere near as good as this. So it's probably why they haven't. It's like, why don't we see a new Sleeping Dogs game or a new True Crime like the Streets of LA and New York ones? We don't see, or the Getaway, the London one that they did. We don't see games like that no more, because they're always described as being a GTA clone, and no one can beat the GTA games for quality and all that jazz. So it's probably why we see so few games, because a game comes out, it basically rips the arse out of everything, and then other developers are like, well, we can't do that. Think of it like what's that stupid game on PC and Xbox? Is it Overwatch, for example? Overwatch was a very popular hero shooter. It had its time, it's gone, it faded off a bit, and then Sony released Concord about 10 years too late to that party, and it flops so quick and bad that they remove it off sale from within 2 weeks, because everybody's trying to chase what's already been done. That's the problem. Not enough game companies have got the brains to think of a new idea or a new format or whatever going forward. So that's why we're seeing remasters more and more, because they're like, well, there's money in old games. Rather than think and use our brain and make something new, let's just remake something we know people enjoy. Which is not always a bad thing, because I'm guilty of buying some remasters myself. But yes, I'm sorry for going off on a tangent about Westerns. I just don't think Westerns will ever compare with Red Dead 2, so I doubt we'll see any more of them. Proof you might have said people can't prove you wrong because it's true. Yeah, that's the problem, Kez, is some people don't like to hear the truth. They really don't. So you end up getting people that are stuck in an ideological sense. And I don't know, some people are blind to reality. I mean, I don't want to get on these tangents, so I'm not going to be fair. But it's all about using common sense rather than listening to one set of people. Go down the middle, then you can't upset no one. Atomfall with the English accent. I haven't played Atomfall yet, mate. I'm hearing good things about it, but again, I'll wait till it goes down in price. Gio said hi. Hi, George. Ismail, have you had a healthy bowel movement today? Ishmael, it's none of your business. This is a channel about games, not having a dump. So go and ask someone else, you absolute weirdo. Astro Bot was fun, prefer like a good Nintendo one. I'm playing it, but fairly easy. Yeah, Kez, see, the thing is I played a bit of Astro Bot and I got bored. I got bored with all. It just felt like a big, massive advertisement for PlayStation, and I didn't want to buy a glorified. I didn't buy it to be a glorified advertisement piece. I mean, I might as well have bought Pepsi Man, for example. But yeah, I didn't. I just got bored of Astrobot after I think I finished the Gorilla Nebula. I think it's called the first world. I got to the second and I was like, it's just more of the same. So I haven't played it again since. I might just wait till kid's a little older and she might enjoy it more than me. Did you know before the PS1 was released, it was originally intended as a CD for the SNES? Yes, I did, because I know Sony made the audio chips originally. And yes, Nintendo and PlayStation were supposed to work together. Nintendo betrayed Sony because they didn't trust them. And I think they went with, was it Panasonic? I think it's what Nintendo went with. And that fell apart. And Sony thought, you know what, fuck you, we'll do our own thing. And then here we are, 30 odd years later, Sony still kicking fucking ass, really. So they obviously did the right thing by Nintendo doing the wrong thing, if that makes sense. My tight head kicks in when it comes to game prices. Mate, I try to be tight too, because it's the easiest way, isn't it? I mean, some games are expensive, especially the older ones, and that's why I use CEX a lot, just because I can trade in a lot of shite to CEX, and then I can get games for shit that I didn't want or need. So yeah, game prices are ridiculous, for sure. Can I give a shout out to your buddy Mike Hawk? No, I won't. I've already been caught with a stupid name one earlier. I won't be doing it again. If you want to give him a shout out, do it yourself. Shout his name yourself. Be easier. Because I'm not I'm not falling for these name things again. Yeah, Sony and Nintendo had a fallout. Yes, they did. Chinese Vince, I gay. Cool. You do you, my friend. My favorite PlayStation game. There's too many to be my favorite. I've said it about a dozen times now, but Vagrant Story and Future Cop LAPD are two of my favorites for sure. What's the point being made right now? Stanley, it depends, my friend. I've been making a few points, to be fair, and I've been kind of getting sidetracked and talking about something that was completely different to the question asked. But yeah, it is what it is. Common sense is being gay. If you feel that way, Vince, my friend, then you do you, my friend. Stay the hell away from me is all I'm asking you. I would care about upsetting people if it's true. See, I don't like upsetting people, but if people can't accept true fact and they get upset by true fact, then that means there's something wrong with them, the person that can't accept truth. Truth is truth, and fact is fact. And if you don't like fact, you stick your head in clouds or go and read a book or something. I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I would not, I mean, oh, I don't, yeah. Do girls pee out their butts? Chinese Vince. Goodbye, my friend. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to block your ass. I don't care about your stupid comments. Go and give them to someone with lesser brains, okay? I'm not an idiot, so I'll just block your ass. Fuck off and don't come back. Absolute muppet. Did you know that Tomb Raider Remastered is now on Amazon with PS5, by the way? Love your channel. So, on Amazon? The PS5? What? Are the game? What, are they free to download for Amazon Prime or something? I didn't know that. But I don't have Amazon Prime anyway. I don't subscribe to these services. But I've got it digital. As someone who doesn't support digital, I've got the Tomb Raiders digital, but I supported that game because I know if it's done well, they'll get a physical release. Like that, for example, I supported the digital release of that because then I knew it'd get a physical release. That's the only time I'll ever support digital if they say something like that. And it's a game I really want. Tomb Raiders are my favorite series. Why goodbye? The answer to that one, Chinese Vince, is because you're being stupid with your stupid comments, and I won't respond to them again. So off you go. You already said the name out loud. I know I did. Malachi, I know I did. It is what it is. And while I make thoughts on the new vid, any chance you can do a top 20? See, Ben, I have been planning to do that, and I've got a video I filmed earlier today, which is of my new additions. So I think my next video will probably be something like that. I did plan on doing one a while ago, but I just keep forgetting to do other things. I'm so stuck in a minute of collecting the games. I'm not focused enough on other videos of what games I like, or I'll get around to it within the next couple of videos, I promise. The Western one. The Western one, what, Stanley? I don't know what you mean there, my friend. I'm sorry, I've forgotten previous comment. Do you think it's more worth it to get the leap from Nintendo Switch 2 from Switch original than the PS? No, I don't think either of them are worthwhile. I mean, I think the Switch 2 is basically just a handheld PlayStation 4, right? Get a Vita and mod it. A, it's cheaper, and B, it's probably better as well. But if Nintendo's your thing, then yeah, get a Nintendo Switch. But I won't support. I don't buy Nintendo anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, the PS4 to 5 leap is just non-existent. So stick with PS4 if you've got one of them. I see the PS1. Do you enjoy Chrono Cross? Malachi, I'd love to play Chrono Cross, but it never came out here in the UK. So it is on my list of NTSC games to get, but I just haven't come across a copy as of yet. So I will get it eventually, but it didn't come out here in the UK. Stanley, one more of those comments and I'll just block you, mate. Because this is similar to what I fell for earlier in the video that I read a name out. I will not read any names out going forward that you put in here, so don't waste your time, please. It's just your time wasted more than anything. It's physical pre-order on Amazon now. It comes out. Oh, if it's on Amazon to physical pre-order it, sick night. Is the deluxe edition available yet to pre-order? The one that comes with the steelbook and the map and the CD. If it is, I'll get my missus. She's got Amazon. I'll get her to pre-order it for me because I don't have an Amazon account. I'm letting you know in case you're unaware because I see 1 to 3 in the back. Oh yeah, I do want 4, 5, and 6 in that same bundle pack. If they release it that way, and if it is available to pre-order, I'll get it sorted shortly. So I think that was only 50 quid, that one, so it's not a bad price for 3 games in one. Impressed you actually pronounced my name right, for real. Malachi, there's someone I knew years ago had the same name, and I knew how to pronounce it, so I just guessed. I'm amazed I actually got it right first time. You need a new PS2, Stanley. Whatever's wrong with your other one, just get it fixed. It might be cheaper for you. If it's a laser, buy the part off eBay, fix it yourself. Watch a YouTube video. Trust me, it's really easy. It's like you don't even need any special tools. You just need a screwdriver. Sound, appreciate it. Yes, Ben, I promise you, I'll do one of those videos. I mean, I was asked loads to do a video about going through every single game I own. It took me months to get round to doing it, but I did do it. But this video won't take months, that's for sure. You were talking about Western RDR2 games. Yes, I was, and I went on a tangent again. I know, I'm well aware. But basically, my point is they won't make Western games because they can't compete with Red Dead 2, can they? So who's going to release a game that can't compete? It's like why they don't make Medal of Honor games anymore, and the Battlefield series has kind of fell out its arse. Can't compete with Call of Duty. So what's the point in making competition? And then the big one just falls apart, doesn't it? But that don't matter anyway. It's just me chatting shit again. Pikachu Edition Switch. Nice. Look after it. It'll probably be worth a lot of money in the future. Josh, get a PC. I've considered it, but I don't have room for a PC, and I don't really want one. I've got a laptop, and I use it for work stuff. That is it. I don't play games on it. I know people say PC is better. It might be, but I don't care. I don't want to spend all that money for a machine I won't use to the extent that it should be used. It'll just collect dust. It's like I don't really play on my PS5. There's no point in me having a PS5. Ever going to collect PSP? No intentions of collecting any for the handheld, because like I said, I've got a PSP and it's modded, so it's got all the PSP games on it, so I don't need physical for it. But I can't play handheld gaming. My hands are too big. I always get cramp playing on my Vita. I get cramp in my fingers playing it, so I just can't play it. It just doesn't sit right in my hand. And neither does the PSP. A few rockets on tonight, mate. Most of us enjoying the time of year. Thank you, Jody. I'm just here chatting crap with you lot and answering questions. And I know you get melts everywhere. It is what it is. It's the internet, innit? Malachi, I didn't know about that Chrono Cross, my bad. Yeah, it's a weird one. I had it on a copied disc, a burned disc, back in the day, and I loved it. I loved the old the element thing where you attack with multiple elements to stack them. I really enjoyed that game, but I was annoyed it didn't come out over here, and I only ever had disc one, so I never got to complete it. Are you including the white spine PS2s? No, I'm not. That's a slope I don't want to go down. I mean, I know there was only about a dozen or so of the 2 games in one box white spine, but I don't see it's like the Medal of Honor one, for example. I've got Medal of Honor and Underground back here somewhere. I don't want to go down a slippery slope of collecting those white spine ones as well. No point when I've already got the game. Anyway, so it's just having the game twice for no real reason. Yeah, the original Tomb Raider games are brilliant. Okay, whatever it says. 1 to 4. Streets of Rage games. I prefer Streets of Rage 1 purely just for the nostalgia, and it's pretty much its simplicity, really. And yes, the original Tomb Raider games are the best. 4, I like it's okay, but the first 3 for me, not just nostalgia, but just hit really well for me, and I've been a massive fan of Tomb Raider ever since, although the newer games are just not the same, and I don't enjoy the newer ones anyway. Deluxe editions of a pre-order with Steelbook map game soundtrack CD. Thank you very much, RE Sonic, for that one, or Resonic. I don't know how to say your name right there, but yes, I will be ordering that and getting that because that is what I just want to. I support the company that made it, and then get it physical anyway. So I feel like if nobody bought it, they probably wouldn't have bothered releasing it. Sounds daft, I know, but companies testing water for you to make you buy it twice. I'm on Game the Deluxe. The standard is on Amazon. Can't get the Deluxe from Amazon. Pre-ordered the standard. Oh, I'll have. I mean, I got when I got the Deluxe for the first Tomb Raider trilogy, I bought it off of an eBay shop because it come up on the Google search as the cheapest. I got it the day it came out. It arrived in the post the day it came out, so I can't complain. No damage, perfect. So yeah, I'll find a way to get it. I'm in no rush. I know you tend to purchase your units via CX vouchers, but CX side. What would you say is a reasonable price to pay for Castlevania Symphony of the Night from a private seller or independent store? Right. Now, that is a very good question, Trevor. From a private seller or an independent store, I think CEX sell Symphony of the Night. Is it still 420 at CEX? If it is, then I won't pay more than that, private seller or an independent. And the reason for that is it's a lot of bloody money anyway, 400 and odd quid for a game, but CEX offer, for the Sims, as bad as they offer 5-year warranty on their products they sell. So if I spend £420 on a product from CEX, it's guaranteed for 5 years. If I bought that off of, say, Steve from down road or Mark who owns a game shop in town, for example, these are not real people, it's just examples. But if I bought it off them and then the game a week later developed disc rot, for example, is matey going to give me my money back? No, he ain't. So for expensive stuff like that, steer clear of independents or bloody private sales and cover your ass with a 5-year warranty at CEX. I'm not a massive fan of CEX. Yes, they help me get these games through the trading nonsense, but 400 quid plus is a lot of money for a game. And if I bought it and it turned out to be shit, or it was partly reproduced, whether it be the inlays or the manual, or there was, I don't know, some damage on the disc that the person had bodged to cover up, for example, I ain't covered for that. So for a game like that, genuinely good question, mate. Use a company like CEX for as bad as they are, but you've got a 5-year warranty. Like when I bought, I'll just show you. I'm not too shy about this, but I got Castlevania Symphony of the Night. As you can see, their 5-year warranty sticker is on the back. I got this from CEX, and I'm covered for 5 years now. So if anything was to happen or go wrong with this game in that time, I would, not only would I get my money back, I'd also get a replacement if they had it in stock. So please, for expensive second-hand games, get them from CEX if you can. If they've got them available, do that. I know it sucks and it's not exactly consumer friendly for the independent stores and stuff, but again, 400 bloody quid's a lot of money. So cover yourself with something like that, surely. Does 1 year of mining affect graphics card I'm thinking about buying? I'm sorry, I know nothing about PC stuff. The only thing I know about, I think, some mining on graphics cards, I think that's bad for them. You're asking the wrong person. I would probably advise seeking a professional who knows about PCs. I don't know a clue. I haven't owned an actual PC, proper unit and everything, since Windows 95 was a thing. So that tells you how much I know about PCs and solitaire. That's as much as I can tell you. Some PS1 Phoenix games are rare. Yes, Kev. Cindy's Fashion World is a Phoenix game for its sins. Should I bet on Phil McCracken? Oh, Stanley, one more of them, mate, and I swear to God, I'll just ban you, and you won't be watching my videos again. I'm telling you, I don't care who they are and what silly jokes you are. What are you, 15, 14? Seriously? Oh, go away. One more comment like that and I'll just block you. CX, sorry mate, just curious because I think I know the answer. Not sure. Is that to the question about the game? How many Phoenix games do I own? Quite a few, Kev, because a lot of the actual trash PS1 games, Phoenix or Midas, there's a lot. I haven't actually worked out how many I've got, because it's going to take me a while to go through them to figure it out. Have any of these ones here? No, none of these ones are Phoenix or Midas, so there's a bonus there. But I'll count them and get back to you on that one, mate. Must agree with you on the Tomb Raider one's probably the best. The Street Rage one is my favorite. 2 still brilliant. I don't know. Two just didn't hit right with me. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Time we on, by the way. Jesus. Started this 6 and it's gone 9 o'clock already. I think probably 10 more minutes and I'm going to call this because I'd like to go to bed today. I watched a sealed Symphony of the Night sell for $3,000 about 15 years ago. Jesus Christ. $3,000 for a sealed Symphony of the Night. Someone's probably got a bargain then, because I bet it's probably worth more than that now. So a sealed one. You'll pay big money for that PS1 Barbie game. There's no Dan. I'm sorry, mate. I've got all the Barbie games on PS1. If you're on about the one that's over like £1,500, it's Cindy, not Barbie. It's the one I've mentioned a minute ago. But yes, I will get that one eventually for completing this collection's sake. I know it's daft in it to spend 1,500 quid on a game that's trash. I'll still do it, and then I can go, yay, I've got it, and then it'll go in a box and get put away because it won't be a game that I keep to play. I think so. I would get it from them. Seriously thinking about shelling out. See, it's down to you, Trevor, if you want to do that. It's just my personal preference. If I'm going to shell out that amount of money, I either want to see it in my hand and feel it and look at it. I want to make sure it's not been ran through a disc cleaner. I want to stick that in a PlayStation 1 and test it and play it for at least an hour. But it's up to you, mate. Honest to God, it's really up to you. My sister caught my brother. McLovin, go away. Not reading that. Look, like I said, Stanley, I'm not bothered for banning people. I'll just ignore half the time. Put what you want, by all means. But if I read it out and it's somewhat racist, homophobic, or just downright disgusting, I will block your ass because it's unnecessary and it's not big and nobody finds it funny. So I'll not ban you right now, but any more of that nonsense, and I will, that's for sure. Do you know Japanese? No, I don't know Japanese. I'm thinking of doing a video on my PC. Do it, Kev. There's a lot of Phoenix games on PS2, do it. I know Super Pants Gaming. He's really keen on his Phoenix and Blast games. So yeah, do one because there's probably games that he hasn't got that you have, or vice versa. Oh, Cindy, my bad. Yes, Dan. Yeah, unfortunately, I will get it eventually, and I'll make one video about that. Literally, just that one game when it comes to it. But that's a bump in the road for down the line. I would like to say what some of these people are, but I don't want to get kicked out. Look, I'm not going to kick people, but if they come out with derogatory stuff that just don't sit well with me, then I will kick them, but I can just ignore. But yeah, some of these people are just a bit taking things a bit too far. I just don't see the point. Do you know? No, I don't know Japanese, Alicia. Go away with your multiple posts of the same thing. Said it once already. At least give me 3 chances. No, look, Stanley, I'm being straight up. No more of it, and I won't block you. It's as simple as that. Do you envision finally obtaining Cindy? It popped up on CEX recently, Trevor, but it was without manual, and it was 650 quid on their website. But I will get it. If it ever pops up on there, I'll use my credit card to get it. Boom, done. Because eBay, it's like 1,500 quid. So I think I'd rather spend half the price. But yes, I will get it eventually, just down the line. I'm not in a rush to get it, even though I probably should be, because the price will only ever go up. Appreciate you. Okay, need to bounce maybe a Sunday. You're welcome, Jody. I'll catch you again in another one. It's like I say, I'm calling time on this one in literally just a few minutes. I want to get something to eat and I want to go to bed. I've got a few other bits to do. What do you think of Star Wars Races? I've never played it, Stanley. I really never played it. I'm not a fan of Star Wars, so I'm probably the worst person to ask about Star Wars games, in all honesty. But anyway, this has come to an end now. Have I ever played Manhunt? Manhunt's been asked a lot this evening. I played Manhunt 1 many years ago, and that was it. I haven't played 2, and I won't play it again. It weren't my sort of game. But anyway, this is the end of this one. Thank you all for watching and asking the questions. I'll do another one maybe at the end of next month. Maybe make it a monthly thing, maybe. I don't know. But thank you very much for tuning in to watch me chat absolute rubbish about games and such and my weird thoughts. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend and I'll catch you all again soon. Now I've just got to figure out how to end this thing.